The Jake Asman Show will begin shortly. Thanks to all these great Patreon members who help support the show. Get your super chats ready. Jake will be here in just a moment. If you love the New York Jets, this is the place to be. And now, the Jake Asman Show.
Happy New Year. It is our first show of 2025. And wait till you hear what Mike Tannenbaum is suggesting the New York Jets do at quarterback this offseason. That and more. It's the Jake Asman Show. Let's hit it and get it started.
Man. This is the same old Jets. We have Aaron freaking Rodgers. We had Garrett Wilson. We have Breece Hall. Please subscribe and hit the like button below. Super chat, baby. Cut the line. We have Sauce Gardner. We have Quinnen Williams. Now it's time to talk all things New York Jets. It's the Jake Asman Show.
Here we go, Jet fans. Happy New Year, everybody. Appreciate all of you who support this channel. First show of 2025, and we got a lot to talk about. I was on the radio this morning for 4 hours, and tomorrow I'm doing my final morning drive fill-in. I'll be on at 6 a.m., 6 to 10. And how about this for a guest list? Jamie and Sherwood, Jets linebacker, will join me at 7:15. Connor Rogers, who you see on SNY for Jets pre and post, and he's NBC's lead draft analyst. He'll join me at 8:30. And since I can't get enough of interviewing former Jet head coaches, hello, you play to win the game. Herm Edwards will join me at 9:30 tomorrow morning. So that is a stacked Thursday guest list for you on ESPN New York. So looking forward to that tomorrow. What's Al Groh up to? All right. What's Bruce Coslett up to? What's Mangini up to? I'm just going to interview as many former Jet coaches as humanly possible. With that said, looking forward to having Herm Edwards on the show tomorrow. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Reminder, every gift membership we get goes towards our next raffle, which includes the Jet Mini helmet as one of the big prizes. Also includes a Jet winner hat sent to you with the new logo. Also includes merch from the JakeAsman.com merch store, Gusbuster umbrellas, and plenty of other items to be announced. So thank you to everyone who continues to support the channel. All right. Mike Tannenbaum was on Get Up this morning, and the question was posed to him what a New Year's resolution should be for the New York Jets. And I don't know if I love the former GM of the Jets on TV weighing in on what he thinks the Jets should do, when right now he's involved in the process for the Jets to find the next general manager and the next head coach. It just kind of feels a little weird, right? Like Tannenbaum's on TV giving opinions about the Jets, while he's also, him and Rick Spielman helping put together candidates. I don't know. Everything with the Jets is always weird. But here was Mike Tannenbaum's New Year's resolution for the New York Jets.
You know, Greedy, in 2009, Rex Ryan came in. He inherited a former Green Bay Packer legend, and he moved on from Brett Favre.
Bring Rex back?
No, almost.
My bad. I jumped the gun.
Move on from Aaron Rodgers. Go get J.J. McCarthy. You mentioned it, Greedy. He would have been the first player picked in this year's draft, and with 6 of the top 10 teams needing a quarterback, go out and get your quarterback of the future, J.J. McCarthy.
Okay, so he wants the Jets to trade for the former Michigan quarterback, who obviously was drafted by the Vikings and never played for the Vikings this year, which led the way for Sam Darnold to do what he's doing, and we know the story. Couple things on this. One, I don't think it's a foregone conclusion that J.J. McCarthy would be this year's top quarterback. Various people will have different opinions on that. Connor Rogers, who I really respect, he said on his podcast, Badlands, that he would have J.J. McCarthy as maybe like the second best quarterback in this year's class, that he would have Cam Ward ahead of J.J. McCarthy. So my point is, it's not like a sure thing that, oh, J.J. McCarthy is definitely going to be the top quarterback of this year's class if he were to be available. Also, J.J. McCarthy now is coming off an ACL injury. Adam Schefter confirmed that during a radio spot this morning, and I'll play you that sound in just a moment. And he's had a setback with that knee. Like, his knee needed to be operated on twice. It was like the first time, and then something else came up post-operation, and they needed to go in there again. Now, he's 20 years old, right? So I'm not worried about him never being able to be a good football player again or any of that. But I think that does complicate things if you're going to trade for J.J. McCarthy. Like, what is his value? He was the 10th pick in the draft last year. Ironically, the Jets actually assisted Minnesota with getting McCarthy because they did the old swap from 10 to 11 so the Vikings can guarantee they'd get their guy. But I don't know what J.J. McCarthy is. Now, whoever the Jets hire as their next GM, if they were in love with McCarthy a year ago, it would make some sense. It's at least worth a phone call. But I can't sit here and say, yep, that's the guy. Go get J.J. McCarthy immediately. Like, there's a lot more to it. I need to know his health status. There's a giant unknown there. But it's not a bad option given the alternatives that are out there. Like, if you're the Jets and you're moving on from Aaron Rodgers, you have Tyrod under contract, and you have Jordan Travis, who's also a guy coming off injury, and he was a fifth-round pick by a GM who's not here anymore. So anyone bringing up Jordan Travis as the answer, I hope you're right. Personally, you can't bank on Jordan Travis being part of your plan for next year. You can't. All right, if you stumble into it like the Niners did with Brock Purdy, great. But let's not kid ourselves thinking that the Jets found this diamond in the rough. So if you're the Jets, you could try and draft Cam Ward-Shedeur. Maybe the Jets lose Sunday, they get some help, and they're picking number 4. And they can move up a couple spots and get a deal done. Or one of them falls to them. Or maybe Drew Allard changes his mind. And he decides to declare for the draft, and based on what you saw last night and some of the rumblings, maybe he's a guy that could play himself into a first-round quarterback selection this year as opposed to going back to college to try and boost his stock. Dane Brugler, who I respect a lot from The Athletic, he said that NFL GMs are doing a lot of work on Allard just in case he changes his mind. And if there's a chance he could be a top 15 pick, I don't care how much NIL money he could make at Penn State, he should come out and be drafted because the quarterback class this year, as we know, is not very good. Jalen Milroe, I mean, did you watch him yesterday? Like, that wasn't impressive. So, you don't have a ton of options in the draft, which is why McCarthy is intriguing because he's essentially a rookie, but he's not. But what's his value? That's the question. I'm in on McCarthy if the next GM really likes J.J. McCarthy. But I need to know, what would it take to get him in a potential trade? Adam Schefter was asked that question this morning on ESPN Radio.
But what I would say is this, that in a limited quarterback draft class where there are far more teams that need quarterbacks than quarterbacks who actually can step in right away, I definitely think teams will be checking in with the Vikings to see if they have any interest in trading J.J. McCarthy. Now, they may say we don't, and that's the end of it. But do I think teams will explore that option that you just raised here already? Of course. Absolutely. 100%. Because J.J. McCarthy, would have been a top, if not the top quarterback prospect in this draft. And yes, he's coming off the ACL, so what? Doesn't really matter. And if the Vikings decided that they wanted to trade him, which I don't know if they will, I believe they would get back everything they put into him and then some. It would be a one and then some.
Okay, Adam. How would it be a one and then some? To me, J.J. McCarthy is like the car that you buy that's brand new, that you buy, it's off the lot all of a sudden. I don't care what type of condition it's in. It is automatically less in value once it's off the lot. Someone explain to me how J.J. McCarthy would somehow be worth more than what Minnesota put into him, which was the 10th pick in the draft. I don't think that's the case. Now, I could be wrong. I guess teams could be desperate, and if you get enough desperate teams, maybe someone would give you a first and then some. But really? I don't know about that. I would not trade a first-round pick if I'm the Jets for J.J. McCarthy. He's coming off an ACL injury. And while that's not a death sentence, you don't get a first-round pick when the guy hasn't played, so it's one less year on his rookie contract, and now he's coming off an ACL injury. There's just no way. Now, if I'm the Jets, I would offer a second-round pick A second-round pick, I think, is fine. It doesn't kill you or set your franchise back if he's not the guy. And I've seen some mention, well, what if the Jets do a pick swap? What if the Jets do a pick swap? I mean, you look where Minnesota's picking right now. I mean, they could be the 1 seed, right? I mean, in theory, that pick swap could be from number 7 to 32, right? If Darnold leads them to a Super Bowl. But more likely than not, we're talking about a pick that's anywhere from 25 to 37, or 25, excuse me, to 32. That's a lot to give up in a draft that's not loaded with blue chip talent based on everything you hear. So I don't believe the Jets would do a first-round pick. I don't believe the New York Jets should even do a pick swap either. What I would offer, though, is this. I'd offer a second-round pick, and I'd offer another pick that maybe can turn into a second-rounder based on stipulations and playing time. Like if J.J. McCarthy starts 75 to 80% of the game since he's acquired. Because then you wouldn't mind trading an extra second-rounder if you had a quarterback that's playing that many games at that point. But why would I trade the Vikings a top 10 pick when you have one less year of the guy on a rookie deal and he has a serious knee injury he's coming off? I'd offer a second-round pick and maybe another conditional pick. I don't see how they get a first-round pick. I don't follow the logic from Schefter there. And look, we throw out these things, right? First-round pick. Not all first-round picks are created equal. There's a difference between a first-round pick when it's a team like the Jets in the top 10, and like if the Steelers called the Vikings and said, we'll give you our first-round pick, well, then you know that first-round pick is going to be somewhere in the 20s every year because Pittsburgh with Mike Tomlin always finishes above 500 and makes the playoffs. So not all first-round picks are created equal. They're not. But as I sit here right now and I look at the options at quarterback for the Jets, I think a smart GM should definitely call Minnesota and find out what it would take to get McCarthy. If the GM the Jets hire thought coming out last year that J.J. McCarthy was, worth drafting, that he could develop into a franchise-level quarterback. And for those saying, how do you know Minnesota's going to trade him? Maybe they just let Darnold go and McCarthy's the guy. No chance. No chance. Sam Darnold is maybe about to lead them to the 1 seed. All right, he's 27 years old. This is not, Ryan Fitzpatrick with the Jets when he's in his mid-30s doing it out of nowhere. Sam is young enough where he could be their quarterback for the next 10 years. You hope best-case scenario J.J. McCarthy ever has a season like what Darnold's doing right now for them. So we can stop with what if they move on from Sam? And no, they're either going to sign Sam long-term or at the bare minimum, they're going to put the franchise tag on him, make him play on the tag for a year, and that gives him more time to figure it out, to see if it's a one-year wonder or if Darnold is truly now this guy. And I think Sam's a good quarterback. I always felt like Sam had a chance to be a franchise quarterback. Unlike Zach Wilson, the Jets did fail Sam Darnold. Zach Wilson was put in a much better situation, and he couldn't play. Sam Darnold showed you way more with a lot less. And I'll never forgive the Jets for firing Todd Bowles, saying that we want to find a coach that can help get Sam to take his game to the next level, and they gave us Adam Mother effing Gase. So, sorry. I will never forgive the Jets for that one. They destroyed Sam with that decision. But when you think about it, the options aren't great. Maybe Allan becomes an option if he goes into the draft. Maybe it's a reclamation project like Justin Fields and Tyrod Taylor competing at the quarterback spot. Either way, I'm not focused necessarily on quarterback this offseason because we've seen it. All right, I know Rodgers has not been what we thought necessarily, but he has played well enough for this team to have more than 4 wins. And it just shows you when your coaching is as bad as the Jets, then you can't win, no matter who the quarterback is. Because, Rodgers, while not great, has put him in position to certainly win more than 4 games. This version of Rodgers on last year's team, with the defense humming the way it was, Zuerlein not missing. By the way, see you later, Greg Zuerlein. Jets put him on IR. We'll have another kicker on Sunday, a 5th kicker this year, franchise record. See, the Jets only set franchise records for the wrong things. Franchise record, most blown leads in the 4th quarter this year. Franchise record, most kickers used in a season. How about we set a franchise record in wins for once? And here's a stat that I can't prove, but you're going to have to take my word for it. This year's Jets team has set a franchise record in pain caused to their diehard fans. Franchise record in pain caused to their loyal fans. I mean, please. Everything's just so annoying. But the goal for the Jets, while they obviously eventually need to likely draft the quarterback or take a chance on Fields, and you hope he could do what Baker did or what Darnold did, right? Former first-round guy, right coaching, can harness his talent. They got to get the coach right. All right? They do. Did you see what Jeff Ulbrich said today? So Sauce Gardner came out the other day and basically said, guys, you're quitting. And Ulbrich the other day pushed back on that, said he watched the tape, he didn't see that. So then they asked him again today, hey, did you notice anything else on the tape? Anything you want to add? Did you see anything that looked out of the ordinary? And Ulbrich's given us this. I looked at every single human being from an individual standpoint, collective standpoint, all of it. And I saw no quit out there. It's still not good enough. I'm not saying there's a consolation prize in that, but the fact that this team is still fighting and battling and finishing, it's a testament to that part of the culture. Let me make something abundantly clear to Jeff Ulbrich. If you're gloating that the New York Jets have a good culture after you got your ass kicked 40-0 by the Buffalo Bills, you're a joke. I don't want to hear that, they scored 2 touchdowns late with Tyrod Taylor against backups in garbage time. That was a 40-0 ass kicking. Don't tell me that this team is still fighting and battling when one of the best players on the team said that you guys basically quit. That guys were tapping out. And DJ Reed is saying he can't wait to get the free agency after the game. And Michael Clemens is committing some of the stupidest penalties you'll ever see. And Hassan Reddick is out of shape all year. And Ulbrich's going to come out and say that, he's one of the most selfless players I've ever coached. Get a clue. Get a clue. You're terrible. Terrible. All right, and don't tell me, well, Jake, he was put in a tough spot. That is nonsense. Learn. Tough spot. You've had 12 games as the interim head coach. Saleh won 2. You've only won 2. Saleh won 2 in 5 games. And I'm not a Robert Saleh defender, but I mean, my God, he's Vince Lombardi compared to Jeff Ulbrich. Stop gaslighting us as fans. We're not idiots. Hassan Reddick is the most selfless player you've ever coached. Get out of here, man. Honestly, Woody, I know you love this show. Brick, you love this show. Fire Ulbrich now. What a clown. Oh, so stupid. Oh, but he's a nice guy, Jake. He's put in a tough spot. But don't tell me that the culture is so great when you're losing 40-0 to a division rival. And then at halftime of that game, he's telling Tracy Wolfson, we got to play our brand of football. We got to play a Jets brand of football. Coach, you've been playing that brand all year. That's the problem. Your brand sucks. How about this in 2025? We play a brand of football like the Kansas City Chiefs, like the Buffalo Bills, like the Detroit Lions. All right, we play a brand of football that's not the Jets, because the brand for the Jets right now is garbage. It stinks. It is rotten. Let's play a brand of football that is not an unmitigated disaster for 14 years running. Our brand of football, not our standard. We haven't played up to our standard. You played up to your standard all year. Try a different team's standard. It might work. Oh, my God. Play the Ravens standard, all right? Steelers fans who hate Mike Tomlin want to run him out of town. Give me Mike Tomlin. I'll stand in Times Square every New Year's Eve for the rest of my life for 12 hours every single year if you made Mike Tomlin the Jet coach right now. We're going to talk about the culture of the Jets as they're getting their asses kicked 40-0. Look at this quote. It's a testament to that part of the culture that the team is still fighting and Coach, it's 40-0. What are you saying? Oh, my God. This guy is out of his mind. It's just, I can't, man. I cannot with this franchise. And they need to get it right with these hires. This quote just exemplifies everything wrong with this football team, and they need to get someone that knows how to lead. That's it. I mean, The fact that this team is still fighting and battling and finishing, it's a testament to that part of the culture. Brother, you've won 2 games. You took over. The team had two wins. Honestly, he's done such a bad job and exposed himself for not knowing anything, right? It was all Saleh with the defense. I don't care what any of you tell me. I tried to warn you guys about this. I mean, Jeff Ulbrich's not being a DC in the league next year. No one's giving him a DC job after this. Robert Saleh will get a defensive coordinator job in 5 minutes if he wants one. And it'd be deserved because the guy, you can say whatever you want about him as a head coach. He's a very, very good defensive coordinator. I mean, God. You can't make it up. Hassan Reddick is one of the most selfless football players you've ever coached. Like, honestly, I feel like I'm being punked. It took 1 day into the new year, and I've already lost my mind. I hate this team so much. Please just hire the right people. I'm sick of it, man. Get me Vrabel. Get me Flores. Let's go. Just unbelievable. Just our brand of football. We're bragging about our culture. The team is 4-12. You just lost 40-0 to a division rival. Man, and I wanted to give Ulbrich a chance. I thought he would maybe do some things different than Saleh. He'd be more fiery, hold guys more accountable. He's exactly the same thing as Robert Saleh, only way worse. Way worse. This guy, like calling him dollar store Robert Saleh is not even fair. He's penny dollar Robert Saleh. He's nickel Robert Saleh. That quote, I saw that. I was like, this can't be real. This guy can't be bragging about the culture inside the building when they lost 40-0 on Sunday to a division opponent. I hate this team. I really do. Comments, questions, super chats. We'll cut the line. Snake Plyskin writes in, people, let's be honest, 2025 is a rebuild. No, you know what 2025 should be? Trying to get a real coach that can maximize the talent here and win as many games as possible, and you figure out long-term answer at quarterback after that. Let's compete. All right, the Vikings were going into this year looking at it like it was a rebuild year, and now they might be the 1 seed. You never know, man. Daniel Jones went to the playoffs and won a playoff game 2 years ago. Try and win games and let it play out. I'm not giving up on next year. It's not a rebuild. There's too much talent on this team to rebuild. A rebuild was year 1 of Saleh with a rookie coach, rookie quarterback, rookie OC, and expansion-level talent because you tore the roster down in 2020 in a tank season. That's a rebuild. This is a retool. To me, there's a difference. 25 writes in. Thank you, 25. Super chat here. My New Year's hope and birthday wish is for Allan to come out and take him later in the first round. Let Allan sit, grab Fields, and have him compete with Tyrod. I don't know if he's coming out, but there's more speculation he could after last night. That's for sure. Despite what he has said, he might change his mind. D-Rob, seen a report the Jets might pick up Kirk Cousins. I doubt that happens. If the Jets' plan is, let's sign Kirk Cousins, then just keep Aaron Rodgers for another year. He's better than Cousins. That can't be the plan. No way. You know where Kirk Cousins ends up? Cleveland. Assuming Stefanski doesn't get fired. Because they work together in Minnesota. They need a cheap backup because they're paying Watson a fortune. But they need someone that can actually play because Deshaun Watson is a shot football player. So that's where he's going. Snake writes in, priority number 2, a real kicker. Amen. Boneless Beans with a super chat. Was Tony whacked or did he die of Jets fandom? R.I.P. James Gandolfini. You make a good point. Maybe the Jets were just too much. Ladies and gentlemen, every membership gifted goes towards our latest raffle, which we'll do probably later this week. We're getting a bunch of raffle entries already, and Jeffrey is in for 10 more right here, baby. Jeffrey R. with not 1, but 2, 5 spots for a total of 10 in the Asmaniac raffle, where you get a chance to win some epic prizes.
It's the Asmaniac membership raffle. For every membership gifted, you receive 1 ticket entered in the raffle to win epic prizes.
God, man. That overquote still just bothers me. I don't know who got the memberships. The chat went nuts with me screaming. So if you got them, thank Jeffrey R. He's a loyal supporter of the show, and I really appreciate him gifting some memberships there. We'll get to your calls coming up here, too. Comments, questions, super chats. You guys know the drill. First show of 2025. I'm not in my normal setup here. I'm back on Long Island at my parents' place, so the mic sounds a little different, or the volume. Doing my best with backup equipment here, so I appreciate everyone tuning in. Killian Ross writes in, Jake 12 weeks ago was all for Ulbrich with his little let's get bricked up video and is now bashing his boy. Be consistent. Couple things here, Killian. One, go back and listen to what I said when they first fired Saleh. I thought it was early. Two, the bricked up stuff was just trying to have fun, you idiot. All right, I'm still a Jet fan. I was still rooting for Jeff Ulbrich to do well. Be consistent. You said 12 weeks ago. Yeah, 12 weeks ago we didn't know Jeff Ulbrich was horrendous. I tried to give him a chance. What choice did I have? His first game, they were playing for first place, believe it or not. Be consistent. So my opinion should remain the same, that Jeff Ulbrich is awesome based on what I've watched since he's been the intern head coach, 2-10. Okay, Killian, here's my message to you. Enjoy the hole. Gone.
Now look what you've done. No more protection from the Asmaniacs. Had to pull you out of the chat and cast you down with the Sodomites. Some time in here will feel like you've been run over by the lane train. You understand me? You catch my drift? Give him another 24 hours to think about it.
Yeah, I'm going to continue to not change my opinion at all on Jeff Ulbrich after watching him coach this team. It's unreal, man. Bang Mateo says, Jake, stop it. Our so-called talent are paper tigers. Yes, Bang, this team has no talent. They're just 4-12 because they have no good football players. Thank you, Bang.
What did I do? Huh? What did I do?
They have so little talent that they've had the lead in the fourth quarter in most of their losses this year. How does that happen? How does that make sense? The Jets have no talent, yet they seemingly are leading in every game late. It's almost like they have a very poorly coached franchise. I don't know. See, it's interesting. How could you be a poorly how could you not have talent if you're leading every game late outside of this game on Sunday? I mean, give me a break. Ladies and gentlemen, Jets Johnny is in on the raffle. How about a 5-spot of channel memberships from Johnny? All right, these I might be able to get the names for. Jets Johnny, thank you for 5. Please let me find it. God. All right, here we go. These are from Jets Johnny. And we have Atlanta Jet fan Adam Cavender, Nick Shine. What does Nick Shine have, like 17 YouTube accounts? TJ Stujum Walton, all receiving channel memberships from Jets Johnny. Thank you, Jets Johnny. We'll continue right now with more memberships. How about this? Mike D's Nuts is on the board for the first time in 2025. And for the first time in 2025, it is an honor and a privilege to play this.
Bang! Thank you, Mike D's Nuts, for another gifted membership.
Mike D's Nuts. You know what? It's the first of 2025. We're playing all the hits. D's Nuts. And one more.
Is this Mike D's Nuts?
Oh, you bet your ass it is, Leanie. Here we go. From Mike D's Nuts, Boneless Beans, Kieran Chetry, Midwest Jet fan, Jason Radcliffe, Ozzy221, all receiving channel memberships. Let's keep it rolling here. Let's get a bunch of raffle tickets here to start off our first show. You get the membership, you're in. Jets Johnny says, cook these bums, Jake. Don't tell me the Jets have no talent, but they lead in the fourth quarter of almost every game this year. How does that happen? They actually do have talent. The reason why they actually have 4 wins is because of said talent. They have 2 wins on Thursday Night Football. Why? Because the other team they're playing can't game plan in a short week. So the talent the Jets have can win out when the other team doesn't prepare because there's no time to prepare. That's why they're undefeated on Thursday night. And their other wins, one of them's over a Titans team. They suck. And the other wins over the Jaguars, they suck, and they did everything possible with horrible coaching to hand the Jets that game. As Jeff Ulbrich is saying, he wanted to stick the nail in the coffin, so he has Breece Hall score a touchdown and gives Mac Jones a minute and 10 seconds and both timeouts to try and go down the field against the Jet defense that in any big spot all year can't stop a nosebleed. If that was any other quarterback, they lose. As proven by the fact that Anthony Richardson did it and Jacoby Brissett did it to him. And both guys are either bad or mediocre at best. And Mac Jones just sucks. I mean, he's Zach Wilson. That's why that was the one time the defense got the stop with the Sauce interception. Andrew writes in with a super chat. Apologies if you spoke about this, Jake, but do you think Jordan Travis could be a possibility? Look, here's my view on Travis. Anything you get is a bonus. I hit on this earlier, Andrew. I just don't see the path for Jordan Travis. He's a fifth-round pick who has yet to practice yet. Ulbrich said today he's been in and out of the facility because he's coming back from the injury. He's had multiple setbacks. He had one of the more devastating lower leg injuries you've had in years. So I don't know what he is. I think he'll get a chance, hopefully, to get healthy first and be a part of the offseason program. But there's a new regime coming in. And they're not going to be loyal to a fifth-round pick that they had nothing to do with. So I don't know. Look, would I love it if Jordan Travis is the next, Kurt Warner or Brock Purdy or you name the late-round quarterback that developed into a star, Tony Romo? Of course. I don't know. I don't see it. Holy bleep, Mimosa is in for a 20 spot of channel membership. Whoa.
Yeah, here we come, baby. Here we come. Here come the Jets, baby.
Yeah, here they come. Here comes Mimosa with a 20 spot of channel memberships. Normally I'd hit the rain sounder, but I don't have my umbrella next to me right now in my room here. So instead, I will simply just thank Mimosa, and I will read off 20 names. Eric Bonilla, Soldiers of God, Jordan, B. Smith, M. Fritz, Card Cape Central, Frag Hart, Bradley Levitt, Charles Houston, or Houston. I'm going to go with Houston, but we do love Houston Street in New York. The How Do I Bros, Miguel Blanco, S.O. Lamy, Just a Guy, G.T. Parker, generic YouTube name here, Jet Legend, Eric Schmidt, John Petrucci, Scott Seymour, Danny, Stu STK, Ad NY, Ryan Paris. Here's my figurative gustbuster. Ryan Paris, Durate Lot. I think I said Ryan Paris twice. Alfredo Ramirez. Unreal. That's 20 names right there from Mimosa. And holy, Jeffrey in another 10. Oh, my God. 5 and 5. Wow. All right, folks. We're just pulling out all the stops. Hit it.
Now, give me money. Or I shoot him. And I shoot all you motherfuckers. And then we take it. Your choice, bitches.
Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me? Of all the dramatic things I have ever seen, another 10 from Jeffrey. Here we go. These are from Jeffrey R. Let me pull them up here. I don't have my second monitor, so this makes it a lot harder. Hold on. God. I think I actually read some of Jeffrey's already from Mimosas there. So let me get the next batch here. Jamie Gill, Gio Sanchez, Mutaballs, Benjamin Weinstein, and B. Strokes, all receiving channel memberships. No, Rick Kent. Ladies and gentlemen, Rick Kent alert. You know what that means. For whatever reason, Gator made this.
It's Rick Kent.
Do you kids want a Jake Asman gift membership? Yeah! Hold on, then. And away we go.
I laugh every time, but I don't understand why it's Rick Kent farting. Anyway, Ben44, Admiral Average, Nzawiki Aussie, Winaboo 9469, Dogecoin Bros, ED, Teddy Webb, Jimmy Carino, Nick Salitry, Capsized. I think that's 10 right there from Rick. Shout out to Rick. Ladies and gentlemen, can it be? It is a Charles A. Gorman membership gift. You know, it's funny. We played a video of Rick Kent farting for some reason. Here's the OG fart video on this show.
Excuse me.
To tomorrow.
Oh, how come?
Because of what's been happening in New Orleans.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
2 Notre Dame cheerleaders got killed.
Yeah, the guy that killed him.
Charles not aware he's on air. We'll check back in with him. Charles, thank you for the membership, though. I think we're caught up on memberships now after that. Ron Rivera checks in. He's interviewing tomorrow for the Jet coaching opening. Jake, you're a Jets roster truther. Pathetic. Okay, Ron, you tell that to the powers that be tomorrow. You let me know how that goes. All right, thank you for the super chat. Jeffrey Art. Jeffrey, would you win the lottery last night, bro? Thank you, man. Another 5 spot of channel memberships. Holy crap.
Money, 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 money.
Jeffrey, you are the man, my friend. I appreciate you a ton. I got a lot of raffle tickets to add here. 5 more from Jeffrey. Johnny Boy, Ohio Jet Fan 1. Ishan Mejida, David Gans, all receiving channel memberships. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Are we going for a record in 2025? 66 in like 35 minutes? I mean, that's unreal. Thank you to everyone tuned in here on New Year's Day. I know the college game on right now is not great, so appreciate you hanging out with us here as we talk about Mike Tannenbaum suggesting a J.J. McCarthy trade. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us on the Gusbuster hotline to be our very first caller in the year 2025 is a guy that we tried to go to just before, and he said, well, he wasn't ready. His actions told us that. But I believe he's on standby right now, and I believe he's ready to chop it up with all of us. So we say hello to Charles Eugene M. Gorman the Fourth.
You'll never get my chicken soup recipe. I'm not saying that Glowski takes steroids. Need some of it. Hey, Charles! Who is that lovely lady? Send it this way, Charles!
Hey, Jake, how are you?
Hey, Charles.
I just finished doing a show myself. How are you?
I'm good. You're the first caller of 2025 on the show. How does that make you feel, Charles? Whenever you're ready, you can answer that question.
I'm the first call of 2025. I'm for the first call of 2025. Yeah, that's awesome. I don't know about doing that J.J. McCarthy trade. I mean, he is recovering from a season-ending injury. I don't know about doing that. Did you? I'm sure this sound like a stupid question. Did you watch the Penn State game last night?
I did. Yeah, I did.
What do you think of Tyler Warren?
I like Tyler Warren. I don't know if the Jets would take him in the top 10, but if they were able to trade down and get him, I'd be interested.
I was discussing this with a guy named Marty Boy. I thought that's his name. I don't like butchering names.
What's his
name?
He
said that. I think his name was Marby Boy or Marty Boy, whatever the heck his name was. I completely forgot. It started with an M.
What's his government name? Do you know?
I don't know what his government name is, but it was on
you have his
your
social security number.
No, would you stop?
I'm asking serious questions here.
I think we were talking about it on either Connor's show or on your show earlier today, and he said, we need an offensive line help, we need defensive line help. I said that and a weapon to complement Brees and Garrett because the last time the Jets drafted an All-American tight end in the first round was Dustin Keller back in 2008, and he was a very good tight end for us. And I realized, Tyler Warren is 6'6", 260 pounds. That's like another offensive lineman. That's another Rob Gronkowski right there.
I mean, maybe. I like the prospect a lot. You can see the talent. I don't know if it would make sense to do it in the top 10, is what I'm saying.
I would be upset if they did, because we definitely need help. I mean, we need help in the block. We need help blocking in the run game and in pass protection. We definitely need to utilize our tight ends more because we haven't really utilized our tight ends a whole lot in this regime. We really haven't. We've really underutilized our tight ends. So I could see Tyler Conklin leaving. Jeremy Ruckard's on the last year of his contract, correct?
Jeremy Ruckard is on the last year of his contract, and let's be real, he's fighting for his roster spot in training camp next year.
That is very true. I don't think Kenny Yeboah will be on the team next year. I know a lot of Jet fans like him, but I don't see him on the team next year. So I think I would not be upset at all if the Jets draft Tyler Warren with their first overall pick in the first round.
All right. Look, I would be a little surprised if a new regime came in and that's their first pick. But, I mean, if you tell me he's going to have the Bowers rookie year, it makes sense because the Jets actually have an offensive line solidified. But you know what they need? They need defense. They need a defensive tackle. They need another edge.
I 100% agree. I think, oh, God. Someone told me in the chat early on your earlier show that they want Mason Graham from Michigan. He's supposed to be very good, too.
Supposed to be very good. So I would prefer that over a tight end.
Look, man, I mean, I know Abdul Carter got banged up a little bit against Boise State, but hopefully he's not too severely hurt. I know the Notre Dame game got postponed tonight because of what happened.
Yeah, terrible what happened. Obviously, sending thoughts and well wishes to everyone involved. What'd you do for New Year's, Charles?
Spent time with the family. For dinner we had hot dogs, hamburgers, roasted potatoes, beans.
Uh-oh, you had beans?
Bush's beans, yes.
Really?
Yes.
You know what that means?
Farting, I know.
Oh, baby.
Excuse me. Gator did that, didn't he?
Did that happen on the Charles Gorman show today? I didn't get a chance to watch.
No, I did not. I was streaming for nearly an hour with my.
An hour? That's a rookie number right there. Bobby Midnight did like 18 hours yesterday.
They're not George W.'s beans, Bush's beans. No, not George W.'s beans. No, Bush's beans. The can company with the Bush's beans. The one with the dog. Not George W.'s beans, no.
You a George W. guy?
He was the president that I remember the most from my childhood, other than Obama, but am I a W guy? Not really.
No?
No. Why you ask?
Oh, you brought him up.
Why? Well, Kyle Clifton said that I ate George W.'s beans.
What do you remember the most about your childhood, Charles? Like, what's the defining moment of your childhood?
Well, let's see. Developing friendships. Spending time with my family.
Dennis?
Developing my love for my interests. My love for the Yankees. My love.
Your love for what?
My love for my interests and hobbies. Like my love for science fiction and fantasy. Not to be confused with sexual fantasy.
Where fantasy becomes reality?
Yes. Also my Christian faith. Developing my Christian faith.
Would you consider yourself a man of God?
Not really, but I do believe in him.
Where does your love of the white T-shirt or the white Gorman tank top come from?
It's not a love. I just put it on.
Yeah, but that's you. You seem to love it.
Well, it's wintertime. I'm not going to put on an A shirt during this time. It's a little ridiculous, but I am doing a shameless self-promo alert. I am doing another show around 6:30.
Another show, you animal.
Well, I want to get the new year started.
Before you plug what happened on the show, let me sound the alarms. All right, what's coming up on the second Charles Gorman show today?
Well, yesterday, was it yesterday? Yesterday, I made a video of my top 10 favorite live-action DC Comics movies.
Okay.
Today, I'm going to do my top 10 favorite live-action Marvel Comics movies of all time.
No way.
Yes.
Actually?
Yes.
All right, I'll be locked in. I got a train ride back to the city later. I'll be locked in. Can I call in?
And then I'm going to hang out with them and spend some time with my viewers. I'm
one of your viewers. Spend time with me.
Yeah, but I'm on your show, so that means I'm your viewer.
Yeah, but we could take turns here. I'll be your viewer later.
So I'm saying after a while, I'm going to hang out with my viewers, talk about random stuff, and that's it.
It sounds electric to me.
Well, stay tuned. Put on the notification button.
I'll be locked in, all right?
All right, take care, Jake.
Hey, Charles, real quick before you go, is a hot dog a sandwich? I saw someone in the chat wanted to know after you told.
Oh, that's what Eli Manning was talking about with Stephen A. Smith that one time. It's somewhat of a sandwich, but I wouldn't call it necessarily a sandwich. Like, would you call a burger a sandwich?
I would not.
No, I wouldn't either. Anyway, take care, everybody. Have a good day. See y'all later at 6:30.
Charles, Happy New Year.
Hi, I'm Charles, and I'm going to talk about Spider-Man and movies and sports and video games and maybe hot chicks.
Let me tell you, I knew what I was doing making Charles Gorman the first call of 2025. All right? Charles Gorman, an unreal human being, folks. All right? He's one of one. And, yeah, I mean, I'll be locked into that show later. That is awesome. Real quick, we got some memberships to get to, but let me shout out 25 for a super chat. 25 will get you down for raffle tickets with this, too. Hype for the Knicks game. Also, I am a gourmaniac. I'm a gourmaniac, too, if that's what Charles calls his fans. For those who don't know, join the Patreon, and you'll see the details I posted about the Knicks-Wizards game we're going to go to in March. We only have 26 total tickets available right now, and we already have 17 tickets requested. So there's only a couple spots left. I could try and get more once we fill the initial 26, but if you're interested in the Knicks game, you got to message me and let me know. You got to be a Patreon member. It's one of the perks with the membership, these exclusive events and stuff. Patreon.com/Jake Asman Show if you want to come to Knicks Wizards with the Asmaniacs. Your ticket includes pregame shoot-around, warm-up access, or a photo on the court after the game. So we're either on the court before the game or after the game, and depending on which one we get, we'll either do a hangout before the Knicks game or after it. So I don't have that info yet. I need my friends at the Knicks to let me know, but I need to get an accurate head count first. So join the Patreon. Plus, if you want your name added to the intro, I haven't sent Gator the list of names yet for December. So you have till the end of today or tomorrow to join the Patreon. Patreon.com/Jake Asman Show. Mike wrote in, a burger is a type of sandwich. Changed my mind. No, it's not. A burger is a burger. A hot dog is a hot dog. You know what a sandwich is. See, here's how I would describe this. The Supreme Court's definition of porn, I don't know what it looks like, but I know it when I see it. Like that, you know when you see a sandwich. You know when you see a burger. You know when you see a hot dog. Period. Ladies and gentlemen, some memberships now. Dirty is in with a 5-spot Iconical wear. Making it rain. Hit it, Gruden.
It's Jets, Jets. I love Fireman Ed, too.
By the way, I'm giving Gruden an interview now that other teams are vetting him. So I'm in. I don't know if we'll get the job, but I'll take John Gruden over some first-timer who's never done it before. I probably have no chance of getting these from Dirty here. Who got them? I'm going to try, though. I don't think so. Dirty, thank you for gifting a membership. I'll make sure we get you down for the raffle. Dorian gifted 1 membership. Dorian, we'll get you down for the raffle. Thank you for supporting this channel. Love that. Jeffrey R. Oh, my God. How many memberships is Jeffrey R. now gifted? Someone counted up. Unreal. These, for some reason, I could see here. James Delario, Gerald Janosco, Anthony Margiciana, Mark Levine, Fonz NYJ, all receiving memberships. Jeffrey, you're the man. Seriously, what is it, 25, 30 memberships? Unreal. Jeffrey, send me your, or actually, I have your info because I'm sending your Wayne Quebec card out this week with the Super Bowl rings for Rick and Mimosa. So that will be sent out probably tomorrow once I get back to the city. And Jeffrey, you're the man. Thank you. Send me your T-shirt size too. I want to send you some extra merch just as a thank you. All right, we're caught up on super chats and memberships. Let's get to more of your calls right now, ladies and gentlemen. I know what we need to do. We need to check in with someone who always has very level-headed takes, always has a very good perspective, perhaps, on what this franchise should do, what they need to do specifically. I'd argue at coach, what they need to do at general manager. Maybe even quarterback. Ladies and gentlemen, It's Peter Castro.
The biggest mistake they made is not firing this whole crew of shitheads before the season started. The coaches can't make decisions. They don't correct anything. I mean, this is a joke. Happy New Year, Jake.
Happy New Year, Peter Castro. I enjoyed your message on Discord to me last night. In typical Peter, I want to make sure I get it right. So I get a message last night, right after midnight, from Peter Castro on Discord, and I want everyone to hear what this man wrote, because I legitimately laughed out loud. There's only two choices as I see it. Vrabel or Flores, or 10 more years of being for shit. And I go, 2025 is off and running, baby. Here we go.
Yep, that was me.
Well done, sir.
Jake, as far as Tannenbaum goes, why would he be on working? He's getting a paycheck from the Jets, and he's on TV telling them what they should do as far as the quarterback goes. All right. Now, isn't that kind of telling everybody what he already knows, that they don't want Aaron Rodgers back?
I don't know if it's him knowing that, but him giving opinions on what he would do if he were running the team when he's involved in the people he's picking to potentially run the team. Like, is it fair to say there's maybe like a conflict of interest there potentially? Like, is he only going to value candidates who would have like a similar philosophy as him? Like, you know what I mean? Like, he shouldn't be on TV giving opinions about the Jets if he's involved in this search. It just doesn't feel right.
It didn't feel right to me at all. I was surprised that he did that.
I don't hate the idea though, but I don't like the I think it's a weird look that he's involved in this and then giving opinions as if he were the GM still.
I kind of like the idea.
Me too.
I mean, I think it's a good idea, but I don't want to talk about it right now. As far as putting it out there so everybody knows what we're thinking, and if anybody from Minnesota's watching, they'll know what we're thinking too. I just think that they should keep it quiet. But as far as the coaching goes, I think you got a choice between the two. Those two, you got to get one of them.
Flonase or Verbal?
Grable?
Yeah, Grable.
Grable or Flores. Flores, I tell you, I think Flores might be a better choice.
Why do you like Flores more?
Look at the way Minnesota's playing. Look at the way he blitzes, and he does it at strategic times. Not like us. We blitz from left field. It takes 10 minutes for the guy to get there. We blitzed. I don't know if you noticed. He blitzed a couple of times in the Buffalo game, but he blitzes from 200 feet away. So the guy has no shot at getting there, and he's blitzing the wrong guy as usual. He never blitzes the right guy, but he absolutely doesn't know what he's doing at all. But that's beside. He just stinks. Get him out of here. I want him all out.
One game to go.
One game, and then the fumigation starts.
The fumigation.
I go in there with a thing blowing the whole office off. Everybody out. Get out. I mean, they're really bad. And I'll tell you, as far as Rodgers goes, what he did with Uboa turned me right off. He throws the ball at his feet, and then he's acting like he did something wrong. Are you kidding me? He could have ran for the first down himself. He didn't have to throw the ball. But the culture, and what's his name? Ulbrich? Oh, my God. Ulbrich. He can't think straight. He's got to go to the board. He's going to look at it. He's going to look at it hard, and he's going to – and then what's he doing? The following week, it's the same shit. Nothing changes.
Hey, how about when he said that the Jets need to play to their standard? I mean, they've been playing to the standard all year, baby. This is the standard.
Yeah, they're going to play to their standard. Their standing is losing, penalties, fumbles, all kinds of stupidities, pre-snap penalties. What else? Is that our standard?
That's the standard. How about we play to the Bills standard going forward? Or we play to the Chiefs standard going? That's a standard. I'd love that. Let's play to the Steelers standard. How about we do that?
That's one coach I'd love to get. If Buffalo fizzles out again, I mean, I would take McDermott in a minute over all these guys. He's a real good coach.
Clear. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't think he's the greatest of coaches, but he's a very good coach, clearly.
Nah, he's a good coach. He's a good coach. Grable will be fine, and Flores Flores has the mentality that this team needs. You can't be nice to these guys. You know, like Sala wants to be goody two shoes in the locker room. Doesn't work. It just doesn't work. You look, this team has no respect for any of these guys. And we got Joe Douglas to thank for Sala, and we got Sala to thank for Ulbrich. And we were right in the beginning when he fired Sala. We said I was talking to you, I think it was, and we said they should have made Middleton the head coach and left him in charge of the defense. Maybe that would have helped him.
You know what's funny, Peter? I actually went back and I was watching some old shows. It was an episode we did right before I was flying to London, and the Jets were 2-2 at this time. And someone asked me, might have been you, about could they fire Sala when would that happen? And I said, I don't think it's going to happen yet. But if they lose to the Vikings, then they lose to the Bills, then they lose for the third straight week a standalone game in primetime, I go at 2-5. I wouldn't be surprised if he fires Sala. And then I said what I would do is I should pull the clip because I was like, holy crap, maybe it would be different. I'd promote Middleton the head coach so Ulbrich can continue to handle the defense, and then Rodgers and I said Hackett at the time could just hopefully figure out the offense. That was the mistake, right? Like you see other teams when they fire a coach in season, they promote someone that's not in charge of a total unit. So it's like both units don't. The defense has suffered because Ulbrich is now taking on too much responsibility, or Sala was just doing everything and Ulbrich was a puppet. That's also a possibility too.
Yeah. You know what? That was one big mistake.
Yep.
But let's move forward. I don't even want to talk about these guys or these coaches anymore. You know, I just want to wish all the Asmaniacs a happy New Year. I hope everybody has a good year this year. Hopefully the Jets have a good year. Hopefully Neil gets his Super Bowl ring in the next couple of years, and we finally win something, so he doesn't have to make any more predictions. And we'll move forward from there. Have a good New Year, Jake, and have a good year. You're off to a good start.
Peter, you're the best. I appreciate you. Great call.
We got to get rid of Ulbrich and then go after Gabriel first. Then I want Queensberry. Got to look at the monkey guy. I like Flonase, and maybe Slow Dick in Houston is the answer.
Flonase moving up on the charts for Peter Castro. He's a Flores guy. I still would take Vrabel over Flores, but I'm not. Beggars can't be choosers. They hire Flores. You're not going to hear me complain. And honestly, here's my OC pick for Brian Flores. Take Josh McCown with him. If we're going to talk about this J.J. McCarthy thing, McCown's the quarterback coach there. Promote him to OC with the Jets. Give him a promotion. Take McCown with him. If Darnold were to somehow be available, your only chance is reuniting him with McCown and Flores. And I don't even think that would happen then, but if you're going to try and trade for J.J. McCarthy, bring his position coach with him. That eases the transition to New York. If we're serious about this idea that Tannenbaum suggested as he's involved with hiring the next GM and coach. Mr. K with an Asmaniac Super Chat. Thank you, Mr. K. Just want to wish you, Jake, and all the Asmaniacs a very happy and safe New Year 2025. Amen. Amen. Uno Jet says, we will need to be patient with the next GM, head coach, and QB. It's going to take a few years to clean this mess. I don't think it takes a few years. We got to stop giving that like built in, they need years to clean it up. No. Daniel Jones was in the playoffs 2 years ago with a first-year coach, first-year GM. Every year, you have a chance. The Texans needed 1 year to figure their bleep out after having the worst record in the NFL over the course of 3 years. 3 head coaches in 3 years. No, man. This could turn around. The 2005 Jets won 4 games. Mangini got there. They won 10 games and made the playoffs. There's talent on this team. Why are we throwing away next year? It might take them a couple of years to get the long-term answer at quarterback. I compare it to this. And it's kind of funny because the quarterback that did this in Buffalo is now the Jet quarterback potentially next year. Remember when the Bills ended their 17-year playoff drought with Tyrod Taylor? Then eventually they got Josh Allen. But the coach that ended the playoff drought is still there and got to see it through with Allen, and now they're a Super Bowl contender every year. That should be the Jets' goal. Copy what the Bills did. This team should be good next year. I'm not saying they're going to win the Super Bowl, but I'm not throwing away next year. Let's try and win 9 or 10 games and be a playoff team. Why not? Hit the like button if you're tuning in. We're presented today by Underdog. Promo code Asman. Get your picks in. Texas up 24-8 on Arizona State. We have one more playoff game today. Picks for that. Knicks play tonight against the Utah Jazz at the Garden. Nets in action tonight as well. So basketball, hockey. I know the Rangers and Islanders don't play till tomorrow, but the Devils play later. All that and more. Underdog, they have everything. Promo code Asman. Start playing and enjoy a $1,000 deposit match in bonus cash. Check that out. All right. More of your calls right now. A lot of people on the line here, and the show's already an hour in, so we'll try and get to as many as we can. Let's say hello to Kyle Clifton, who's next. Hey, Kyle.
Jake, how are you?
What's up, Kyle?
So I think it's impossible to find a price point if you wanted a JJ McCarthy. He hasn't played since last year. He was a first-round pick, relatively early. I don't know how the Vikings get comfortable trading him. I don't know how we get comfortable bringing him in, knowing that he has to sit for probably another year in a new system, and then, or at the very least, a half a year, right? And then it's just I'm not sure it's something I'd be very comfortable doing. Bring in a quarterback that there were kind of mixed opinions on to begin with. The other thing is with Drew Aller, if he were to come out, I think he's a top 10 pick in this draft. That's the one thing. Like, people are acting like, oh, you might be able to get him in like the 20s. I don't think that's the case with the dearth of quarterback talent in the draft. If he doesn't come out, I would be very comfortable taking our pick and trading back and getting multiple picks in the first, second, third round and trying to fill in some of the spots that had been ignored by this regime, whether it's tight end, whether it's safety room, whether it's now ends up being, defensive tackle or whatever. That's something that I'd look to do. And you're absolutely right about Tannenbaum. He should have a moratorium on talking about the Jets until he's done with this process.
Yeah,
that's all.
They didn't need to do this segment today. Why are the Jets are part of a New Year's resolution topic on ESPN on January 1? We're 4-12. Leave us alone. Give us a break.
Well, they keep the lights on, I think.
I know. No, the Jets. I tell everyone this. People are like, oh, it's not going to be as noisy next year if Rodgers is not here. Have you followed this team pre-Rodgers? They were always getting clowned and in the news. Always. Didn't matter.
Right. Thanks, Jake.
Kyle, appreciate you. Good calls on the radio this week as well. Dirty's up next. The great Dirty, who gifted some memberships just before. What's up, Dirty? Congrats to you on an amazing fantasy season, winning the Circa League amongst our group.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I got another 1,000, and I ended up doing 9th overall out of the 300 or whatever. 346 or something. But I ended up finishing. Me and Christian, that was the other guy that helped me out with this. We finished 4th overall out of 1,044 people, so it was pretty badass. I put it in the chat, but some people, I'm not knocking people, but I don't think they understand that we're in a harder choice, of a predicament that we really need to nail this GM, this coach, and what quarterback we want, because we have talent on the team, And I was talking to Tyson Roush and Primetime. Roush made a really, really good selection here. He said, what about Kingsbury? Now, I'm not a fan of going back to Kingsbury.
That's what we call him on the show.
My mistake. I'm sorry, Queensberry. I'm not a fan of it because he had a hard time finding a defensive coordinator. But any quarterback he touches, he seems to turn them into gold. And if we get a good quarterback like Fields, like Tyson had said, what if we get Fields and Queensberry? And I hadn't thought about that. And I was like, that's one of the circumstances that I wouldn't mind having, because you're going to turn a quarterback into something good with that coach. The only problem is the DC that you would need. He hasn't had a good track record of picking a DC. Also, Vrabel hasn't really had a good track record of picking an OC. He's had a decent. I will give him credit for this.
Whoa. He hired 2 OCs that were hired to be head coaches. That's an amazing track record of picking an OC. That's not good. That's great. When was the last time the Jets had an OC that got poached by another team?
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that they didn't become head coaches and such. I get that. But on the other end, do you see how many times they switched when they were in the when he was on the Titans?
What do you mean? LaFleur was awesome, and then he was a really good NFL head coach of the Packers. And Arthur Smith, he wasn't a great head coach. He didn't have a quarterback in Atlanta, but he's now having success again in Pittsburgh. Arthur Smith did a really good job under Vrabel too.
Okay, if you can't, we all know what Arthur Smith is going to do. He's going to run the ball, right? We understand that. Okay.
Is that
on
bad?
the other hand?
They had Derrick Henry.
No,
I'm
not. Yeah, but he failed to actually do it correctly in Atlanta. That's why he got fired.
Well, he didn't have a quarterback. I mean, he had Desmond Ridder playing quarterback for him. That's why he failed with Taylor Heineke.
I'm not a fan of, personally, I'm not a fan of switching OC. We already did that. You know what I mean? With Matt
What do you
LaFleur.
mean switching OC?
So
why would
when
Vrabel hire an offensive coordinator that would then be in place? By the way, I might have spoke too soon. One possession game in Arizona, Texas, and what Quinn Ewers is throw a pick here. So it's Arizona ball. Uh-oh. Maybe time to put in Arch Manning, but just continue, Dirty.
No, that's good. I just don't want. I do want a head coach, but that is already established. So I'm not saying that I wouldn't want Vrabel. I would. I'm just nervous about who he's going to bring in an OC now. That's what I'm meaning. Because if they are head coaches, who's he going to pull up? You know.
Well, that's on him to identify the next guy. You know how hard it is to find two good OCs? Like, that's what he had to deal with. Like, I'll take my chance. Mike Vrabel knows ball. Like, he can identify good coaches.
Yeah. He also had a pretty good running back. You know,
yeah,
I mean,
I
get it. But
you guys, good news for the Jets is they might have more than one good running back.
This is
an
true.
Offensive line
that
is intact for next year. That's pretty good.
I'm starting to like Isaiah Davis more than numero 0 right now. Allan. I'm actually starting to like Isaiah Davis.
There's a real role for all three of those guys, and if you hire Vrabel and he's like, we could be a really effective rushing attack and not ask our quarterback to do a ton. That's what I thought the Jets were going to be this year with Rodgers. It's like, why ask him to throw 40 times a game? Ground and pound, run the ball, run play action. Rodgers is the best play action quarterback I've ever seen in my lifetime until, of course, he became a Jet. But you get my point. Like that, you got to have a coach who could adjust his style to the personnel he has, and the Jets have some pretty good personnel up front and in the running back room. So Vrabel's a really good coach.
I'm not knocking the saying he's not a good coach. That I'm just worried about that aspect. In my opinion, doesn't mean my opinion's right. Bottom line, though, I think they should go all in. If he's allowed back in, is Gruden. Like that, I think that's the guy we need here, a no nonsense guy. If we can get him, I mean, look what he did with Carr. You know what I mean? He made Carr look great, and then as soon as he left, Carr declined. You know what I mean? That's what I think. I think we should do Gruden, Vrabel, Flores, and the only reason I say that is because Vrabel over Flores is because I believe that Flores he's a great defensive coordinator. But right now, you can tell that there's certain holes inside of that Minnesota defense. Great defense, but he still has holes in that defense, and he's concentrating on that. I don't want it to be like another Ulbrich to where, okay, he's a head coach. Does he lose a little bit of potency on the defense? You know what I mean? But we're picking apples and oranges here because we're the New York Jets, and, well, we're always in a hole, so.
It's Jets, Jets. I love Fireman Ed, too.
Tell you what, Fireman Ed wants John Gruden to be the coach. He'd be back up on that Jumbotron. Won't have to worry about that anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, hit the like button. Comments, questions, super chats, cut the line. If you missed it earlier, we continue to share some of the details of our next raffle giveaway, which we'll probably do in a few days with the amount of memberships we've added here. Jets mini helmet is our next big-time giveaway. Also, we have more Jets trading cards, Jet winner hat with the new logo, Gusbuster umbrella, items from the JakeAsman.com merch store. I have another Jets jersey giveaway that I'll be announcing the details of as well. So we still got a bunch of prizes here. And I'm watching this Texas game right now, and I am rooting like hell for Arizona State. Nothing would make me happier than watching Gary's Longhorns go down. Oh, that'd be great. That'd be awesome. I would love that. Anyway, let's see. More of your calls right now. Wow, I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in 2025.
Hi, how are you? Bruce Hall. That's good. Hi,
Hey, Lane.
how are you, Jake Asman?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. I first want to start off that I saw your whole family last night on the Bobby Midnight Song.
That's right. You met Chloe.
Nice. She's nice. You have two of them. On the other hand, I want to talk about this whole thing about Adam Gates. Do you think the Jets are gonna hire him?
Do I think the Jets are going to hire Adam Gase? I would say it's unlikely, Lane.
Why?
He already was the coach here, and he failed miserably.
Are you somewhere else today? It doesn't look like you're in your normal studio.
I am in a different location.
Really? Oh.
Yeah.
And
Lane,
how do you feel
Lane,
like
can I tell you
everybody?
something?
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of your ear. Like, the ear cam is just tremendous that we're getting during this call.
Yeah, I know. Thank you. Oh yeah, I did. I actually put Rick Kent back on actually when I promised that I would do it.
Wow, you figured out how to unblock Rick Kent?
Yeah.
That's good. Rick Kent's a great guy.
Yeah, he's funny. Actually, Addison.
What?
On the other hand, I wish I could meet you. Wonder how I can meet you.
You want to meet me?
Yeah,
I want to meet you, Lane.
I know. On the other hand, everybody's talking about like for next year. Do you think you keep Jeff Auburn or do you let him go after this year?
I would let him go with Jeff Ulbrich. Both of them could get lost.
Oh, I think Aaron Rodgers is going to come back next year.
You do?
Yeah,
How come?
because he's good.
Are we sure?
Yep.
I think he's definitely better than what they've had. I'll give you that.
Yeah, I know. But I'm also upset though about the way the Jets played last week. You know?
Yeah,
Wait,
I'm upset about the season, Lane. It's been a very hard season.
I know.
Did you see the game?
Yeah, I did watch that. I couldn't believe they lost. This Sunday they're playing the Dolphins at home.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to win though. It's unlikely. Yeah, so that's all I had to call in about. Thank you for taking my call, and have the rest of a happy New Year.
Lane, what's your New Year's resolution before you go?
Keep doing good at work and focusing a lot. I have two of them.
Lane, keep crushing it, all right? You're the best.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Bye, Lane.
Bye-bye. Hi. Sorry, everybody. See you next call when we talk about sports again.
I'm calling this segment of the show right now 1 seeds only. Potential 1 seeds in the Asmaniac tournament, which now that we've hit January, is just 2 whole months away. Here we go.
Hi, everybody. This is Bob from Vermont. I am Bob, of course. Hi, Jake. How you doing? Thank you for having me on. I enjoyed calling you in this morning.
You did. I couldn't believe you called in this morning. And let's tell everyone what you said. So I did a segment on the radio show this morning on ESPN New York. How much would you need to be paid to stand in Times Square for
With a diaper.
12 hours, right?
Yeah.
You get there at noon. You have to stay till after midnight. You got to wear the diaper because you can't pee, all that. And if it rains, you don't get to use a gust buster because it's security reasons. They don't let you bring it in. So you got to stand there for 12 hours in Times Square. How much would you need to be paid? And you said you wouldn't do it for any number. And I said $1 million. And you said, I wouldn't do it for $1 million. And I said, you're wrong. I don't believe you. You're a capplefish. So I know.
Yeah, I would capplefish.
You would do it for $10. Let's be honest.
Not $10. No. $1 million.
$17.
$1,000 would be good.
Yeah, 1,000. 1,000. You would do it for like 3 days. Let's be real.
No, I'll do it for $1 million, like the guy in your radio station said. Hey, you know who deserves his own introduction? Dirty.
I wish Dirty would call more. He's a great caller.
Yeah, but he should get his own intro, though.
You talked to Gator about that.
So, I got a question to ask about this game happening. Okay, the Arizona State just intercepted Texas, right?
They did.
But when it was interception, the guy hit him, the Texan guy in the head. Is that a penalty or not?
Did they call unsportsmanlike after the interception still counts, but they could have taken away 15 yards from it. I saw the play. I didn't see what they called because I'm doing the show at the same time.
Then they called the on the Texas. That these referees don't know what they're doing. Yeah.
Yep.
Put Rob on with me, Jake. Rob.
Put Rob on with
Rob the Jet fan.
I don't even see Rob the Jet fan on hold.
No, Rob the Jet fan right there. Hey, Jake, put me on.
Yeah, but he's
with
not
Rob.
on hold. There's no Rob the Jet fan on hold right now.
Oh, then he can't go.
Rob from Glenhead is not on hold.
All right, so I had a long show yesterday, 13 hours.
I could tell you're half asleep right now. You just did a 13-hour
No, I'm
show.
feeling good. I'm feeling good today.
No, you're not. You're half asleep. Bring some energy.
Okay, we're having fun today. It's the first day of the year.
Yeah.
I can't believe it's the first. And you said March is going to come quick.
Give us some dancing or something, man. I hyped this up as 1 seeds only. I need some energy.
Oh, yeah. Okay, you got to put in that sexy music. Do you have that sexy music?
No, not sexy music, but I'll give you some music, all right?
I meant that dancing music.
Yeah, that I can do. Not every music has got to be dancing. All right, here we go.
Okay, we got to get some good music.
Yeah. I got the Jet shirt on, too. Here we go. First Bobby call of 2025.
How's that?
Keep going. Let's go, baby.
Is this the shirt you got me?
Yeah.
It fits me now.
All right.
Did it fit me before? I told you.
I don't think I got you that shirt, actually. I sent you
Somebody did. I don't know who. How's that?
Let's go. Tom Ace got you that shirt.
Oh, Tom Ace. Thank you, Tom Ace. It fits me now. It didn't fit me when I was getting this. I gotta shave. How's that? Good?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You want the other stuff too that Nick asked for?
What did Nick ask you to do?
Okay, I won't do that. How's that guitar look?
Here we go.
I like that. I'm playing the air guitar. Okay, how's that good?
This is tremendous.
Can I get off now?
Yeah. Great job, Bobby. You brought the energy.
Entertainment like crazy, huh?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we had a good time yesterday with our people. And no, I think he thought you were at home. You were at that party last night. That's what he's talking about.
Talking about Lane?
With all those pretty girls there. Whoa.
Yeah.
Jake.
I know, right?
There was 2 girls that were sitting in their chairs. Ooh,
they were asking about you. They're like, is Bobby coming? I go, no, he's live right now. You can't stop the show.
Yeah, I like the girl on the left chair.
She was
I don't know her name, but she was very pretty.
You know what? Me neither, man. It was a wild night.
Who was that guy in the kitchen you kept showing us? I don't even know that guy.
Oh, the great Anthony Leo.
Who is that?
He's a friend of mine.
I know, but how would I know him?
He's been referenced before.
Oh, so you had party with him till 19. I sang the song. It's a 1999 Princess. I sang a lot last night. How's that? Better active?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You brought it this call, Bobby. Well done.
All right. Well, you have a great day. And Rob, you sure Rob the Jet fans on?
He maybe called in here, but his camera's not on, so I don't know if it's actually him. It could be a prank.
All right. Don't let him on.
I know.
All
right, Bobby. Well done.
Okay, bye then.
Farewell.
Thank you very much.
Well, you know, I'm getting really freaking pissed. I thought I saw Gary's pretty wife. I need to get some sleep. I'm happy.
Tremendous call there from Bobby Midnight. I spoke to Bobby on the radio this morning. Once again, for those tuning in late, tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m., I have a stacked lineup. Jamie and Sherwood, this time for real. He canceled last second the other day, but he's coming on tomorrow at 7:15. Then, at 8:30, I'll be joined by SNY pre- and post-game host for the Jets, Connor Rogers. And at 9:30, I'll be joined by former New York Jets head coach, Herm Edwards, as I try and set the record for interviewing the most amount of Jet head coaches in a single week. What's Al Groh up to? Where's Adam Gase? I know where Bowles is. Let me get a hologram of Weeb Eubank. How about Bruce Coslett? Let's do it. All right, please hit the like button. Reminder, if you super chat, it will cut the line. Like this one right here from Tyrone. Heard Aaron press conference. He needs to come back. I give the team a pass, but he needs a new quarterback to learn behind him. Vrabel or Flores, go Jets 2025. I don't think Aaron's back, personally, Tyrone. I think he's going to retire. But if they want him back, as long as the GM and coach want that to be the decision, you can convince me, because I do think Aaron would take a pretty big pay cut to mitigate the dead cap concerns we all have. Because then you also get the Bounty. But I don't think it's going to happen. I think they're going to have a clean start. Hasn't worked. We'll see. You know, maybe Vrabel's like, I want Rodgers. And it's like, okay, well, you hear him out. Every option should be left to the next regime to decide. Not Woody, not anyone still there. Should be left to the next regime. Those people are hired to do the job. You need to let them be able to decide what they want to do at the most important position in sports. All right. I teased it as one seeds only. We gave you Lane. We gave you Bobby. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in the year 2025, we say hello to this guy.
It's time for another V-Man call. Hopefully he no sleeping. Adios mio.
By the way, Jake, I have the answer to your question.
What was my question?
When was the last time the Jets had an offensive coordinator nicked for a head coach job?
Yes. What's the answer?
Clive Rush, back in 1969, was taken right after the...
How did you look that up?
I looked up on another phone. Like, there were two coordinators. There were two coordinators nicked from that Super Bowl. One was Clive Rush. Do you know who the other one was?
Clyde Rush. And...
Well, from the Jets, and the other one was nicked from the Baltimore Colts. Do you know his name?
So he left the Jets and went to the Baltimore Colts, you're telling me?
No. Clive Rush became the head coach of the Patriots in 1969.
Okay, but he was on the
And then
Jets
the other guy was a defensive coordinator of the Baltimore Colts and became a head coach. Do you know what his name was?
Is it Buddy Ryan?
No, Buddy Ryan was the defensive line coach of the Jets.
Pretty good guess by me, though.
No, it was Chuck Noll.
Wow.
Yeah, Chuck Noll was the DC for the Colts in Super Bowl III.
See, V-Man, when you call in and talk about Jets history, I think the chat enjoys it more than when you just spout about Puerto Rican history and people don't know anything you're talking about.
Yeah, but that's the answer to your question. That's how long it has been since the Jets have had an offense that people wanted to experience.
Well, that's why I say, give me Vrabel, and I would love to live in a world where the Jets are so successful on offense, other teams actually want to try and poach their offensive coordinator away.
No, I agree. What was it? On the what was it? The Queensberry. The problem I have with him as a head coach is he always has the same problem everywhere he goes. It's always the same exact problem. Hot start, and halfway through the season, it sputters out, and that's a concern. That's a legitimate concern I have with Kingsbury because, like I said, you need to be consistent. You got to be able to finish strong in this league. If you sputter out, you know where it's going to be going come playoff time.
Yeah, I mean, I think ultimately it's not just the head coach; it's the coaching staff because I think they need a real O-line coach. I think they need a run game coordinator. They need a better coaching staff. This coaching staff is very very bad.
No, I think I agree, and that's like I said. I've always been the Mike Rabel guy. I think he's a stabilizing force for this organization, this team. I think he brings that right kind of crazy energy that you need as at head coach. Because, like I said, you look at it when you look at it. Who have we had that's embodied that crazy energy since Rex? Nobody. Like Bowles was like the definition of dull and monotone. I mean, Gase was crazy for the wrong reason, and Saleh was like he had energy, but like 1 minute it's only like when the Jets were winning. When the Jets were struggling, he's just there, silent as like a rock.
I agree. I mean, it's the right leadership they need.
It's like when you saw, and obviously I wasn't watching Rex, but you watch like the clips of him on the sideline, mic'd up, and you see him, and he like when he was frustrated, and his team was struggling, he let you know, and he embodied the emotion that fans felt. Like fans, like you feel frustrated when your team is struggling, and you like to see that same type of frustration be felt out by your team's leadership, showing that they care, that they know that things are not going well, that they know that things have to be better. And that's what I think a coach like Rabel brings to you. Like when things are going to go bad, he's going to let you know. He's not going to tell you, oh, we competed hard. We got to give great effort. We got to really give a round of applause to the other team. They're such a good team. Yeah, he's going to tell you like it is. You'd be like, we got the shit kicked out of us. We played like ass, and we got to get better. And that's what he's going to tell you.
I mean, as Rex Ryan told me on the radio on Monday, you're either coaching it or allowing it to happen. And the Jets have allowed this nightmare season to happen, and they hold nobody accountable. You have the head coach saying that Hassan Reddick is one of the most selfless players he's ever coached. You have a head coach bragging about the culture as they got their ass kicked 40-0 on Sunday. So, yeah, I would say they need a leader and someone that holds people accountable. So that is the number one thing they need.
That is just when I heard that, I rewinded your show to watch that. I'm like he said that. I'm like, I can't fathom the level of just stupid to actually make that come out of your mouth. It's like, because you are just, you are literally signing your own death warrant for future hiring. Because that's the only thing. It's like no one's gonna hire you. No one's gonna want to hire you. Like when you're sitting here praising a mediocre dump.
Yeah, I agree with you, man. 100%. Now, you're wearing the Knicks hoodie, so at least you have a winning team to root for tonight.
Yeah, no, it's like, that's the one thing we New York fans have to think. And it's so bizarro world. It's like for decades, like since Dolan came into power with the Knicks, he's been, the Knicks have been the running joke of New York sports. And it's like I used to watch this YouTube channel. It's a Pittsburgh-based channel, Urinating Tree, and he used to make the joke when he used to make his videos mocking certain New York sports. He was like, "At least you're not the Knicks." And now here we are, and the Knicks are the class of New York. I mean,
the kicker, did he miss it? Yes. I'm rooting against Gary and Gary only right now. This would be funny. All right, V-Man. Good call. I appreciate it. I agree with you.
Happy
New Year, that it can turn around. Happy New Year, V-Man.
V-Man is here. How we feeling?
High as a kite.
Texas loses this. Oh, my God. Love it. Where's Gary? Throwing butter up in the air in his house right now. Here's a live look, I'm being told, of Gary watching his Longhorns. Unreal. All right, more of your calls coming up. Reminder, Super Chats, we'll cut the line. We're always looking for more raffle entries. We've gotten a bunch this episode, so thank you to everyone for that. All right. My computer is so slow because I'm not in my usual setup here. Ladies and gentlemen, let's say hello to PBM, who's next. Hey, Mike.
Yo, Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year, Mike.
Are you excited that tomorrow's your last show to get up nice and early?
I've enjoyed it, but the lack of sleep and then still trying to do this show twice a day has been tough. So I'm definitely glad that tomorrow's it, and the guys are back Friday, and I'll get a couple days before I'm on the radio again until Sunday.
Yeah, I figured. Everyone that fills in for that morning shot, they're like, after a few days, they're just shot.
Yeah,
But
100%.
I'm watching this Arizona-Texas game, man. I wish Gary was on. I want to see a live view of Gary ripping his hair out. Poor guy.
Yeah, kind of deserves it with all the nonsense he spouts.
Yeah. I actually forgot why I called in. I wanted to say something Jets, and I forgot. I don't remember.
Very
Oh
enlightening.
yeah,
Mike.
wait.
Thank you.
It's not Jets. It's Knicks. I can't wait to do the Knicks meetup. That's gonna be awesome.
I got you down. You're locked in. I got the list right here so far.
You got me for 2, right?
I got you for 2. Yep. I literally wrote Purple Belt Mike, and this is Purple Belt Mike.
That's right, Mrs. PBM. Let's go. Hell yeah.
Yes.
All right, Jake. Let's go Arizona.
Hello, Gary. I am going to kill you because you eat only butter. You need a salad like me.
It's true. More of your calls right now. Rob, the Jet fans. Next. Hello, Rob.
Hey, Jake. Happy New Year to you and to all.
Happy New Year to you.
Wanted to say a shout out to Philly Noodles, mentioning me the other day. How did you spend your New Year's? How did it go?
It went well. I had to be up very early today, so I didn't really get to party that much, but it was good to be with some friends.
Awesome. Now, finally, Jake, official. We have no excuses on full-fledged on Vrabel, Mike Vrabel. I mean, we got to go full force here. There's really no excuses. We really got to go after this guy, and whatever GMs he's kind of interested in, let's accommodate him. Whoever it is, top 3, top 4, and hopefully we pick a GM that he's going to like, and we hire this guy.
I agree. And if he says no, so be it. But try, man.
And so
do
be
everything in your power. If you can't get him, I'll deal with it. But let's go.
Yeah. At least that, right? Unfortunately, Jake, I have to call and I have to complain about something. I think you kind of know. I sent you something on your phone. Did you see the picture I sent you?
I didn't really get to open it because I'm doing the show right now.
Well, it's a little disturbing. But is Bobby around? So we can squash.
He's not on hold right now, Rob.
Okay. Because I wanted the issue to get squashed because it's really not your show, Jake. It's Bobby's show. That it's like a zoo there, and Bobby lets whatever happened there, and you know that the way things happen there. But that guy, Mr. Weed, sometimes is very offensive in pictures that he puts up of certain people to slander their character. Let's put it that way. Some of it you take it in joke and gist and you laugh. Believe me, I have a sense of humor. But when it becomes like a racist picture, I have a problem with it.
I just opened what you sent. Robin, I can't comment what other callers do on a show that's not mine.
I know.
Like,
I know you can't.
I think it's wrong personally. Like
That's all. That's
but
all
I'm
I'm
not.
saying. I wanted to just tell Bobby without going on Bobby's show because he has those clowns on his show. And then you know me, I'm going to lose my temper, Jake. I figured, like, by you getting Bobby on the show, I could talk to Bobby like an adult and say, hey, Bobby, tell Weed to knock it off because I don't appreciate it. He knows that I'm not on that show. I have issues with some of the characters that are on that show. Not all of them, but a few of them, which will be nameless. And I have not been on Bobby's show for a while. And I just don't appreciate pictures like that of myself, which you just saw. It's a little disturbing. Again, everyone has a sense of humor, but that's a little racial. And I don't appreciate that. So I wanted Bobby to kind of say something to Weed to knock it off. Oh, there you are, Bobby.
Hey, Weed does it to everybody. He does it to Jake, me. He does it to everybody. Just let it roll off your back. Stop being a little girl.
Bobby, that is crossing
Well,
the
he
line.
does shit about. Okay, well, I'll speak to him. Take it off, right?
He's calling me like a racist, and I don't appreciate
Well,
that.
I know you did
That's
apologize
crossing the
to
line.
Jaden. You did apologize to Jaden.
Yeah, I
and
did.
He accepted you. So, yeah, I'll
But
have
he's just making it go on and on and on and on and
No,
on.
he does it to everybody. Like you said, well, Nick told me if I'm in the spotlight, don't expect that you're not gonna get made fun of. Like I get the butter thrown in my face.
Bobby, it's fine. Getting made fun of and calling you kind of like a racist and putting you in an outfit like that, that's crossing the line, buddy.
Oh, I know. Okay, I meant that got a little.
You want me to show you the picture?
Yeah,
Do you remember the picture?
Yes.
Yeah, that's crossing the line, Bobby.
Don't show it on this show. This show
No,
is
I
not
won't.
showing
No.
that.
No. That's why. That's crossing the line, Bobby. Bobby, just do me a favor, Bobby. I don't want this to keep prolonging. I don't even come on your show anymore because of buttholes like those guys anymore.
Well, I'm
But
sorry.
you know what, Bobby? Just when they do stuff like that, you got to take control. It's your show. You got to say, hey, you know what? Rob doesn't come on the show. Take that shit off. That's all I want you to do. That's all.
I
That's
will
all.
tell him when I see him today. Okay?
That's all. That's all. Or else he's going to have to answer to me.
Oh yeah, I don't want him to.
And that's all it's going to be. And I'll leave it at that. He's going to have to answer to me.
Put him in the dirt. I wouldn't mess around.
I don't threaten anyone. I don't threaten anyone. I'll just say here's the deal with it.
What are you gonna do? I'm gonna talk to him. Don't worry.
That's all. That's all. I don't want to make a war out of it. I have a sense of humor, but not that type of sense of humor.
But I still like Allan. You can
that was wrong.
Like Allan. Okay, I like Allan. That's my friend. Okay.
That's all I'm saying, Bobby.
Okay, so
I wouldn't have settled for 20. That fucking moron. That fucking moron. That fucking moron.
I know, but I still like him. Don't worry.
How was your New Year, Bobby?
Very good. We had a great time. I had a 13.5-hour show yesterday.
Unfortunately, I'm in a sick home. My grandson's sick. My daughter's sick. So
I know
it's been miserable.
Yeah,
it's been kind of miserable.
Everybody gets it. Yeah.
I was supposed to go out to a party, and I had to cancel.
Right. No. I hope your grandson feels better.
Yeah, he's an angel.
Oh, I know. How old is he now?
Like 19 months.
Oh, yeah, the little one.
The little guy.
Okay, I think you got to fix. Are you on Bluetooth?
All right, I think we're good there. Bobby, Rob, you guys can handle it on the Bobby Midnight Show. What a start to 2025, huh? All right, more of your calls right now. We're going in order here. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in the year 2025, we say hello to B-Mac.
B-Mac, look at my TV. B-Mac, I love Aaron Rodgers. Jets, go Jets. Hey Jake, happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
It's good to see you on the first day of 2025. Uh, let's hope this New Year's resolution the Jets can finally have a winning, successful season like the Detroit Lions.
Hold on, B-Mac. Big alert. Mimosa with a $50 super chat just to get a drink. Are you kidding me, Mimosa? Who's got it better than you? Thank you so much. That's incredible. I can't believe it.
I can't even believe it. I can't even believe it.
I'll have a drink right now just for you, Mimosa. My first of 2025. Happy New Year. Anything is possible. Ooh. Not ready for that. I'm definitely chasing that one. Hold on. All right, we're good. Is this Texas kicker going to miss again? Mimosa, you're the best. Thank you so much. Your merch I ordered for you will be sent out any day now, but the order is in. You should have got an email. And I will be sending your Super Bowl ring with Rick Kent's Super Bowl ring tomorrow. Unreal. Thank you, Mimosa. That's awesome. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, back to BMAC. BMAC, I hope you understand, but a $50 super chat to drink, it had to be done.
Yeah. Hey, it's a New Year's day, so drink all you want. Just don't drink and drive. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Don't get planning on drinking and drive. But yeah. I know tomorrow Juan Rivera is gonna get the interview, and I just want to say that his resume is not that bad. I looked it up. He's won 2 coaches of the year. He took the Panthers to the Super Bowl with Cam Newton was the MVP. Now I know that was a decade ago, and so I don't know if somehow they get him. It won't be the worst hire. I still think Babel is a good one for you guys. There's really a guy that can come in and change the cultural setting in the locker room. But I do want to call and say that I keep hearing this annoying thing that Zach Wilson won more games last year than Rodgers have with this team. And it's like, I think when people say that, I think they're being lazy and not looking at context. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's a joke that anyone would insinuate that somehow Zach Wilson's better because the Jets won more games last year. I mean, but those people don't know football, so I wouldn't waste your time.
Yeah. And I think, and I thought JJ McCarthy.
Oh, he doinked it. He doinked it. Oh, my God. Yes. Suck it,
Are you watching the
Gary.
college game?
Yeah, the Texas kicker just had a chance to kick a game winner with no time left, and he doinked it.
Yeah, I thought JJ McCarthy. I think he might not be such a bad pickup. You know, maybe you can get him and have him compete with Tyrod, Justin Fields. Maybe he can be your next Mark Sanchez, and and maybe take you and have come in and y'all have success like way over them.
Maybe. I think it depends on the cost. I think it really depends on what Minnesota wants to do. Do they franchise Darnold? Do they sign him? If they sign him long term, then I think they would trade McCarthy. If they have a franchise tag on him, maybe they keep McCarthy. I need to know what his health status is and what it would cost to get him. I mean, he was a top 10 pick, but he's coming off a knee injury and he hasn't played. So it's like a car that's off the lot. It depreciates in value even if there's not a lot of mileage on it.
And then one more thing. Now the 16 games are out of the way, and moving on to number 17. How do you evaluate Rodgers' year this year, overall performance and statistical wise?
Like give a grade or like what do you mean?
Yeah, like how do you do you think he's been off, or do you think he's been average or mid? Like how do you evaluate his year?
Yeah, I would probably give him a C+. B- maybe. Like I don't think he's been terrible. I think people are going to try and say it's like an F, and I just don't like. My expectations were not for him to be an MVP. Like I think he's played well enough for them to have more than 4 wins, but he also hasn't played great. Like I think a C+ is probably fair. Also, Rick
All right,
Kent, Rodgers
that's
didn't
it.
take himself. Rodgers is not a quitter. All right, the game was 40-0. Let's stop with that. All right, he's played every game on like one leg in the middle of the season. So let's not call Rodgers. You can call him a lot of things. He's not a quitter.
All right, that's it.
That's it, B-Mac? What was
Yeah.
your New Year's resolution? Are you and Allan gonna become friends this year?
Oh, yeah. Well, that's my first New Year's resolution. My second one is to wish that Peanut had this appeals.
What you wish Peanut had what?
It is to wish that Peanut Head disappears.
You wish that Peanut Head disappears?
Yeah.
Allan writes in, can we have a BMAC funeral?
So you wish I died, Peanut Head? Peanut Head wish I was dead, really? You know what, Peanut Head? If you have a funeral, no one would go to it. It would be empty chairs.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Peanut Head, you want to call in and do a battle rumble?
When A-Rod
All right,
goes,
Peanut Head, call in.
BMAC goes.
Peanut Head, call in.
Dave writes in, Bernard, you promised not to call Allan Peanut Head.
No, Dave, well, I still love you, man. We still cool, but Peanut Head makes it hard for me to ignore him. You know what I mean? He does it makes it really hard. I mean, you can't. I mean, Peanut Head is a great troublemaker. You know what I mean? Like as soon as he starts trouble, it's hard for you to walk away. You know what I mean? So I give him that. I do give him that. Oh, and the other thing too, as far as my intro, I want to see if Gato can change the wording instead of "I love Aaron Rodgers." It's just say "I love Jake Asman."
No, I like the Aaron Rodgers better.
All right. Hey, Peanut Head, I'm right here. Once Rodgers leaves, I'm still gonna be here, Peanut Head. You're always gonna see his face.
Yeah.
This beautiful face. I'm not going nowhere, Peanut Head. Peanut Head, you can call this show. I mean, unless you're afraid that I'm going to own you once again. Like I've been owning you. I own you, Peanut Head. Always have, always will be. I'm your owner. Peanut Head, I say jump, you jump. Peanut Head, I say hit yourself, you hit yourself. Cincy, what's his name? The Wink, sub three siblings. Three siblings. Are you a pizza guy? Because I love pizza, so I know you work at a pizza place. Thank you, Gato. Gato, you are my boy. Thank you. Yeah, Peanut. Yeah. He is Peanut Head. He's got a head like a peanut head. You know what I mean? You can just take stones and rocks, smack him. You know what I mean? Just chuck it at his head, and it would crack open like a peanut because he has a peanut head. That's his name from now on. Peanut. Penis. I mean, he can be both. Peanut head and penis head. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna say he's peanut head. Penis. Penis head is a little bit too much. I don't want to be disrespectful. Oh yeah, Dwayne. I love eating pizza at home. I order pizza. Some where I'm at, and I just love pizza. Whip Kent, this is not your show. You can't make me go away. All right, this is not your show. Go get your own show, Whip Kent. Then you can make me go away. All right, but this is Jake's show, and Jake decides if I should stay or not. Sorry, Whip Kent, you don't have the power. You're not a genie. Rick Kent, how about this? You go away. Rick Kent, man. Look. I'm not gonna look. I said it before. All right, I don't have nothing against Rick Kent. Rick Kent is seems like a good guy, a good man. All right, and I'm not gonna, throw no shots at Rick Kent. All right, and maybe, I mean, I do love to sleep. You know what I mean? So, hey, he puts me to sleep. Cool. You know what I mean? Rick Kent. I don't know, Rick Kent. Seems like you the one. You told me to go away, and it sounds like you are defending Peanut Head. Which, if you defending Peanut Head, that's bad. Yeah. I still got the earplugs. Hey, you know what I mean. If one walks right, get rid of it, right? That's what the whole scene. Imagine calling out someone with a Peanut Head. Okay, Paul, Ted, man, how about you come in here and speak your crap to me? No, Dave Burger, I'm trying. No, Dave Burger, Went Kent started it. All right, you should talk to Went Kent and talk to your boy and calm him down. All right, he started it. I haven't said one word about him. And he's the one that's or something. He's got something against me. I don't know what it is. So maybe you should, uh, you know, tell your boys to chill. Take a chill pill. Uh, hey, Peter Castro. I gotta admit, you are funny with you, wording. You brick. That's what I mean. That's you know, you are funny. Creating names. All right, Woodkin, don't bring my mom into this because if you're gonna do that, I will eat you alive. I will murder. I will destroy you. All right, so don't go there. Hey, I mean, it's kind of hard to fight the whole chat if the whole chat is not there. Like you know, what I mean, it's kind of hard to fight the whole chat because if there's keyboard warriors. I mean, I would love everybody in the chat to call in and show their face and talk that ish to me if they have the balls. But since they're doing it behind the keyboard, that just shows who they really are. They cowards. Yeah. Keep my mom's name out your mouth. Peter, you shut up. All right, Peter. Peter, go take a nap. Go take a nap, Peter. It's past your bedtime. Take a nap. Go to sleep. Watch Family Guide. All right. Go turn on some Family Guide. Time this Family Guide comes on, people. Time. Around what? 9 o'clock. Yeah. So it's getting close. Yeah. Watch some Stewie. Watch some Stewie, Peter. Watch some Stewie. Peter, watch The Simpsons. Go to bed and watch The Simpsons. Hey, Nom Craft or whatever your name is. I bet you are a undercover Browns fan. I bet you have a poster of Deshaun Watson, right on your wall. Rick, you are irrelevant right now to me. I don't need to say anything to you because right now you are beneath me. Peter, I'm your daddy, Peter. I'm your daddy. How about that? I'm your daddy. And daddy says it's time to take a nap and watch The Simpsons. All right? Take a nap and watch The Simpsons and eat popcorn, Peter. How about that? I'm your daddy.
Ladies and gentlemen, sports fans of all ages, welcome to the event of the year, the moment you've all been waiting for. This is the Asmaniac Rumble.
Oh, B-Mac, you do not do that to my friend Rick. Shut up. I'm talking. You did enough talking already. B-Mac, Rick Kent's my friend. You don't talk to him like that. You disrespectful him. And you did tell people to call in, so I'm going to call you in and talk to you. You don't do that to my friend, okay? Because Rick Kent's officer. Don't tell you're irrelevant. You know,
tell Rick Kent to stop starting fights that he can't win.
You should go blow with the wind, like Aaron Rodgers will.
Tell him to stop starting fights that he can't win.
Shut up. Go blow with the wind, you know. I already apologized to you. Now you're stepping on my friends like that? Bullshit. Okay?
I like you. All right?
No, I don't like you anymore.
On behalf of the Jake Asman Show, we apologize for the foul language.
Oh, yeah.
I like you, Bobby. I don't want to get the debate, but tell your friends to don't pick fights that they can't win.
No.
Tell them don't start a fight.
No, you don't step on my friends.
That they can't get out of because once you go down this rabbit hole, you ain't coming out.
You look like a peanut hat more than
Jeffrey,
Allan.
how you get off the show, Jeffrey All?
Well, I think everybody wants you off the show.
Go screw yourself.
Where's that hat that I don't want to mention the guy's name? You never wear that hat anymore. He gave you. He said you should wear it every day. Where's that hat?
Then tell Jake to get me off the show.
Yeah, well, I hope
it's a Jake show. This is Jake's show.
But people want you off.
Well, I don't know. Jake hasn't got me off the show yet, so it seems like Jake wants
somebody wants you off and willing to pay you money to get off.
Want me off the show.
Yeah, well, just don't. You better not talk about.
It seems like I got a lot of enemies today. A lot of enemies today.
Your problem, not mine.
Like Tupac said, me against the world. So
well, that's your problem. You run your mouth like you know. You got to respect people. There you go. That's
Tupac said, me against the world.
Yep, he paid $50. Bye.
Mr. Craft, you got a whole of your own? If you do, go back in it.
He's from the West Coast, the golden blonde beauty. Can't live without him. This guy makes me freaky. Aaron, the quarterback, is everyone's sweetie. If he leaves his girlfriend, he'll be my next beefy. Aaron.
The Asmaniacs have spoken. BMAC, farewell. Knob Deep and I negotiated a $50 bounty, which will send BMAC to the hole for one entire week. Ladies and gentlemen, this is for BMAC.
Now look what you've done. No more protection.
from the Asmaniacs. Had to pull you out of the chat and cast you down with the Sodomites. Some time in here will feel like you've been run over by the lane train. You understand me? You catch my drift? Give them another 24 hours to think about it. Need to be done. 1 week. BMAC will not be on the show. Unless someone pays for his right to leave the hole, which can be negotiated, as everything else can be on the show. Someone paid for Allan to be unbanned from the hole, which was shocking, but it did happen. That's incredible. First bounty of the year, we hit that, and we did it with a $50 super chat from Knob to send him there for a week. Knob, shout out to you, man. Mike D's Nuts wants to know how much to get BMAC out of the hole. Oh, my goodness. Now, I did go to 10U, so I'm going to put my my 10U degree to work here. What about? I mean, look, it's got to be worthwhile. I would prefer it to not be super chats either. I want it to be gifted membership, so at least if BMAC is back, the Asmaniacs can be revived, or the Asmaniacs can at least get a channel membership, I should say. Plus, we're still missing some memberships because I want to add the Robert C emoji. I mean, I graduated from 10U, so how much to get BMAC back? I mean, 20 memberships would be $100. That'd be a big time investment if you truly want BMAC out. Now, I will say this though, Mike, he's got to be in the hole for at least the rest of the show because we did have a bounty that people paid off that said end the BMAC call, so he's in the hole for the rest of the show. The chat deserves that. But if you don't want the sentence to be the next 7 days, right? So 6 days starting tomorrow. 20 memberships, you got a deal. That'd be the monetary value of $100. I think that's fair. Some people see color. The only color I see is green, baby. Hit the like button if you're just tuning in. I'm going to watch this 4th and 13 play here because I'm streaming it, so it probably already happened. And I want to see if Texas lost. Let's see. Oh, he's wide open. Oh, wow. Okay. This game is nuts. Nuts. Wow. 4th and 13. How did he get so open there? Matthew Golden. Damn. He was wide open. Wouldn't no one cover him? Good throw by yours, but geez. Unreal. This game is nuts. And people not watching this live are going to tune in later and be like, this game's not very good right now. It's 24-8. So I appreciate everyone watching. And now this game is unreal. Ladies and gentlemen, holy shit, he did it. Mike D's Nuts has removed BMAC from the hole. His sentence will end tomorrow, effective immediately. Mike D's Nuts. Are you kidding me, Leedy?
Is this Mike D's Nuts?
Oh, you bet your ass it is. BMAC, this is for you.
Hey, thank you, Mike D's Nuts, for another gifted membership.
I can't believe this. Oh, my God. Half the chat loves it. Half the chat hates it. LFG, Mike, Gangrene, good shit, D's Nuts. Nate, give Knob his 50. You can't make it up. Unbelievable. Jay, oh my God, Mike. This is one of the funniest sequences ever. Knob wants his money back. Knob, I'll tell you what. We can negotiate something. But, I mean, it's a society that is built on capitalism. And that's what this channel is all about. Oh my God. Lindo says, Jake, good job. Loved you on ESPN. Thanks for listening, Lindos. I'm on again tomorrow at 6. Sco says, Nate, why would he give the 50 back? Yeah, why would I give it back? I mean, come on now. I already spent that money. In my head. Ladies and gentlemen, though, let's seriously shout out Mike. 20 memberships for people. Let me yell out who got them. Holy shit, Tom Hayes got one. Tom, it finally happened. Dave Brigger got one. JD got one. Gregory Boland, Kyle Spruill, C-Biz, Joe M, Love Bites, MC Maisie, Mike Rotunda, Mac Stills, Molin Lav, Little Soup, Daniel, Jerome Bolden, Peter Baratis, Richard Clark, Aaron Mahanti, Gold Slum Media Page. Are you kidding me? Unbelievable. All from Mike D's Nuts. He did it again, ladies.
Is this Mike D's Nuts?
These nuts.
Unreal. Knob, I'll tell you what. I think I have your address because you won one of the giveaways. I will send you an item in the merch store as a prize. I'm not gonna just not give you something for that. I'll send you some stuff for the merch store as a thank you. Oh my God, Matthias, how much to ban BMAC permanently? No bans. All right, no bans. No one's being banned. It's the first day of the new year. Let's all just take a breath. All right. I want to bring on someone that, always is very rational with his opinions. Very calm, very cool, very collected. Ladies and gentlemen, let's say hello right now to Beastbreaker 666. What's up, Beastbreaker? Beastbreaker? Beastbreaker. You fall asleep, big guy? Beastbreaker. Beastbreaker?
Yo!
Hey, you're
Are
up.
we ready for action?
We're live, baby.
This Sunday, we must win now. We have to do it now. I'm serious. Rodgers, let's put him on the bench. Save him for let's let him finish the season out. Then we save him for next year. Go out in the market. There are going to be a lot of quarterbacks, but I don't want no veteran one. No. Let's go to those colleges. I'm going to name the big five that we want to look at. Hofstra, the first one. Boston College. Wisconsin. South Dakota State. And also, one of the biggest ones in California, UCLA. Let's go there and start looking. Offense, here's your pink slip. Nice knowing you. Not so good. Not good at all. Defensive line, here's your pink slip. It was nice knowing you. You didn't last. Carlson, see ya. Not good. Zerline, you're great, but unfortunately, you missed the boat. Time for you to go. We need young stars. We need new talent. If we get Mike Vrabel and Rex Ryan, you put that two-way combination together, there's nowhere to run. This team will be a force to be reckoned with. And you can doubt that, and you can bank on everything I'm about to tell you. We're going to be an unstoppable force next year. And if we can, let's just hope the time has come to finally say 14 years of losing is going to be over with. We're finally getting our heads out of our asses. And what I saw this past Sunday, we're not going to see that ever again. Never. So to both lines, if you listen, get your goddamn heads out of your ass and learn to listen. This is your last game. Make it memorable, because after this game, after what we had to go through this season of the yelling, the screaming, the aggravation, getting our asses stomped and creamed and crushed, we're going to say bye-bye to that. We're going to start over. A new GM, new head coach. Head coach, definitely Rex Ryan. But on the bench with him, Aaron Rodgers. He can help out the offensive line. For the defensive line, I want someone with balls of steel and with brains.
But for the GM department, let's put that Ryan guy back in. If he did something with the Titans, let's turn this team around. No more playing around. No more goofing off. We're gonna use that $10 billion, and whatever's left of the money, we'll use it for We can put a little thing called charity together. Why don't the Jets do that? Build up some charities. Help out the community. And also, Fireman Ed, let him lead that charge. And to CBS and to other networks, let Fireman Ed get that Jet chant out because he's been doing it longer than I have. So it is time. Y'all need to listen and get your heads out of your stinking asses. Every fucking one of you need to learn to listen. Fireman Ed's been there a long time. Sure, I'm right behind him, and many others too. But we're not playing around this time. We're not playing around. The game is this Sunday. Dolphins, you got a lot of explaining to do because when you come to our house, you're in front of 80,000. And when I say 80,000, we're crazy enough. Sure, we have the cold Atlantic Ocean. We have the wind. We have the power. But here's the difference. Can our boys take the fucking knockout? We need it now. The time has come. Get this last win. And then after this season's over, both offense, defense, and kickers, see ya. You had a great season, but unfortunately, you didn't make the mark. And you didn't cut it. You're lazy, laxative, too many penalties, too much screwing around, too much with their head up your ass. That is going to stop. And when Rex comes in, playtime's over. No more QT time, no more fooling around. Because next year, we're going to fucking take what we want back. It's time. The Jets haven't been to the Super Bowl since 1969. We haven't been to the AFC Championship since 2010. The time has come. And it's time we finally turn up the volume, turn up the gas, go 360 if we have to. QT time is over. Is that clear? I hope you're listening, Jeff Ulbrich. You better listen and listen wise. You have 80,000 in that building, and you better hear it loud and clear from all of us to you. Do your goddamn job, or we'll be all over you like wine on rice. Is that clear? Is that understood? And I do mean abra. Do you understand that, Ulbrich? Comprende, amigo? Get it right. Get it correct. That's right. The sound off the alert.
Ladies and gentlemen, Purple Belt Mike. 5 memberships have been gifted. Beast Breakers call has ended. Beast Breaker, you brought the energy, the passion. Welcome to 2025, and I speak on behalf of the committee. Welcome to the tournament in March. It'll be fascinating to see what seed he will be. New month, we'll have the December rankings, I'm sure, out within a week or so. Whenever the committee gets our monthly rankings done. Incredible. Purple Belt Mike, he's the reason behind that call coming to a close. And we have 5 memberships to announce. Before we get to Mike's 5 memberships, let me shout out Jeffrey R., who gave another 5 spot. Jeffrey, I cannot thank you enough for your generosity today. I'm looking forward to sending you that Curtis Martin card tomorrow with the other stuff I'm going to send out for our raffle winners from Raffle 9. Raffle 10 will be later this week with the amount of memberships we've already gotten this show. Lindles J, Yaneliot Watson, Dr. Cornelius, T-Jet73, Jeff C, all received channel memberships. Now let me get to the ones that Mike D's Nuts that Purple Belt Mike just gifted. Mike, thank you. Will Sater, Paul Meladesoian, Chris 716. Chris is a Bills fan, but he loves the show. Robert D. Rob from Glenhead got a membership. There we go. Roy Kombartsky. I've noticed this. I don't know. Maybe YouTube fixed it for the new year. A lot of longtime members who, for whatever reason, couldn't get memberships gifted. It was weird. They're getting them today. Like Tom Ace finally got one, which is insane. So if you haven't gotten a membership, you got a pretty good chance it feels like to get one. Maybe YouTube adjusted the algorithm for the new year or something, finally. Uno writes in, only in America. Let's go Jets. Amen. All right, we'll continue with your calls right now. Rob B is up next. Hello, Rob.
What's up, bro? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I'm good. I got to speak with you this morning. Thank you for that was a great call. Thanks for answering. Wanted to say Happy New Year to all the Asmaniacs and give a special shout out to Jay for his birthday.
Happy birthday, Jay.
Yeah, absolutely. Happy birthday, Jay. One of your famous sayings. You're a capitalist, right?
Yeah, I would say so.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm a capitalist myself, bro. So let's see what we could do. See what we could work out, Jake. Let's see what we could do here. Me and you meet up one day, go out to lunch, talk over some lunch meat, like they say in Italian. And you know what? Because I've been on hold for over an hour and something now. But previous to that, me being on hold, I noticed there was a whole bunch of memberships given out, right?
Yeah, that's typically what happens with a long show like this, Rob. Absolutely.
Yeah, there was a whole lot of them, and a lot of them were dedicated to trying to get me a membership. So let's work something. We got to work something out here,
Did you
Jake.
still not get
I made
one,
you
Rob?
a lot of money today.
I don't think the memberships that came in were solely for just you, Rob. We have a wrap.
Come on, I'm not that naive to think it's just for me. Come on. But let's be real. A lot of them were saying, let's try and get Rob via membership. So let's work something out. We could do that, right? You're a capitalist. I'm a capitalist.
Did you get one?
No, of course not.
Well, I think you might get one soon. I was just talking about it. Tom Ace finally got one.
Yeah, Tom Ace finally got one, bro. I think I'm on the ban list. It's all right, though. I feel you.
You're definitely not on the ban list. There's no ban list for memberships.
Yeah, are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yo, what are the chances 6 fucking months I don't get a fucking membership? Now, listen, I did say, though, in the chat, I'll give $50 to anyone who gets Rob via fucking membership. And I get it. It doesn't make sense because I could just pay for my own, right? But listen, it's the fucking principle.
Jeffrey R. says, how much to ban Rob B? Well, you're losing the chat, man. Wow.
Yo, Jeffrey R., lick a dick. How about that?
Whoa. Calm down, Rob. Calm down.
No. When they start getting personal, that's when I start getting personal.
Steve writes in, what does capitalism have to do with this moronic call?
Yo, these fucking people, bro.
Gangrene writes in, Dude wants to go to lunch but can't buy a membership.
Did you just listen, you jerk off?
Gator writes in, here's an idea, buy your own membership, Dice Man.
Yo, I just said I would definitely I'm not repeating myself. I said I would buy my membership. However, it's principle at this point. 6 months, bro. 6 fucking months I've been waiting for this fucking thing.
Do you have memberships turned on?
Yes, I do, bro. You know, I got memberships on every other show, just not this one.
Well, I think you got a chance to get one. Tom Ace didn't have one until today, which we've never understood.
Yeah, it's absolutely crazy. And yo, dude, for all you idiot moronic people like the freaking 3 people you just put up there.
Whoa, don't
it's
insult the
obviously
callers.
a fucking joke.
Whoa. Come on now. Beast Breaker's not an idiot.
Hold on. Wait, the idiot that just called?
Yeah. That's Beast Breaker 666.
Yeah, I know. My bad. You're just a special needs person. I forgot.
Whoa. Don't say that. That's not right.
What do you mean? He called me a moron.
Beast Breaker?
It's an eye for an eye over here, buddy.
Beast Breaker didn't call you a moron. He was just talking to the audience. He didn't even know. He didn't mention you once.
Oh, you said some. You said he called me something. I don't know. You said Peacebreaker said something. Call me a moron. I don't know what it is. I don't know who called me a moron. I can't see the chat right now. All I can
I'll read
tell
the
you
chat
is
to you.
to
That was
all
it. That
you
was
idiots
different
that are
person.
freaking saying shit. Let me explain something to you.
Here, one second, Rob. I'll tell you. Merklo26 wrote in. This guy looks like he smells.
Yo, Merklo, you're supposed to be my boy. Merklo, I'll tell you what, you come meet us. I'll tell you, anyone in this fucking chat, anybody, you tell me time and place to meet anywhere, anytime in New York City, anywhere, I'll be there. Let's see if you are. There you go. We'll keep it simple, right?
Mark writes in, I wouldn't buy Rob V any memberships.
Mark, you're another one that's supposed to be one of my boys, huh? Fucking, you're a fucking switch sider. And what's the word that you used for Nate? What was that word? A turncoat? Just like fucking something. What was the kid's name? With Carly, fucking
Ali Shafri says, please end this call. You're losing the chat, Rob. It's not going well for you.
Yo, I could care less what the chat says, bro.
You seem to care a lot. You keep getting very angry.
No, I'm not angry at all. It's cool. It's a complete joke, bro. Complete joke, dude.
Sco writes in, Rob V can meet up at the Gateway Mall for sandwich.
Yo, Skull, how about I meet you in your projects? How about that?
We take a quick break from the roast of Rob V to shout out Mike D's Nuts, who says, Allan, you're a bum, but I'm still here and ain't going nowhere.
And Knob should get his money back.
Nah, we'll work out a different deal.
That's why I didn't do the V-Man last week, because someone in the
Ladies
chat
and gentlemen,
mentioned,
20 memberships from Mike D's Nuts. Are you kidding me? Holy bleep. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, it's a D's Nuts explosion.
Bang! Thank you, Mike D's Nuts, for another gifted membership.
Unbelievable. Real quick, Jeffrey R. just gifted memberships before I had it here. Papa Giorgio, Andrew Shatner, John Bello, Sean Bennett, and Nathan Shells all receiving memberships. Now we got 20 from Mike. Normally I would have the umbrella, but I am not in New York City right now, so I don't have an umbrella next to me. Christopher Wilson, Eric Stone, David Baldanza, Gurbinder Sai, Ryan, Dylan Hawthorne, Nicoy James, Brando, T-Dot, A. Rourker, Ren T, Grapes Gone Wild, Anthony Gracey, Donnie Alford, Alex G, Zach Tendler, Cypian Rogers, Paul K, Michael Pelleremo, all receiving channel memberships. Wow. Mike, you gifted 20 and Rob V didn't get one. That's tough. I was hoping Rob V would get one. It seems like we're more people who have been waiting a while have gotten one. Now, Mike, I'll tell you what. Allan in this, during this particular show hasn't done anything that I deem hole-worthy. But, I mean, you gifted 40 memberships during the show, and let's be real. If we wanted to send Allan to the hole every show, we could find a reason. So, you tell me, Mike. You want Allan sent to the hole? I'd be happy to do it. But my computer just froze, so you might have to wait a moment here. I'm telling you, I don't have my normal setup here. Ah, what a pain in the ass. Stand by. Let me get the chat. I'll get back here momentarily.
Here we come, baby. Here we come. Here comes the
game on here. My streaming service in front of me. Do we have a functioning? Pain in the ass. Hold on. I have no control right now. I think I'm on the air, but I can't do anything. So, let's see. Can you hear me? Check, check, check. You can hear me? All right. I think we're good. I think we're back up and rolling. God, nothing's working. I know you guys can hear me, but I can't see the chat or anything here, and I can't pull up the calls. I'm going to refresh my browser, and then we'll get to the bottom of this. Stand by. All right, we should be good now. Apologize for the tech issues here, but StreamYard gets overheated when we go back and forth between channels, and it's brutal. I missed your chat, Mike. Did you? Was the 20 memberships to send Allan to the hole? Also, Rob V, call back. We'll get back to your call. You know, you versus the chat. Mike D's Nuts goes, Jake, I just don't like him. Gator writes in, Jake, didn't you ban Rob V from getting free memberships? Yeah, Rob V, you're definitely not banned from getting a membership. There's no such thing. If that was the case, why would Allan keep getting memberships? You think I'd want Allan to be a channel member? But rules are rules. Gangrene Goliath says, Rob V sounds like he's begging for spare change. Rob, we'll definitely give you a chance to respond to the chat as we do. Bill M says, Rob V is the man. So some love for Rob V as well. Rob V in all caps, he writes in, the Dick Ecker crew was out in full force tonight, huh? And Jake, I'm getting texts from your viewers that you were cherry-picking the comments looking for people roasting me. I don't think so. I literally just read a comment from Bill that said Rob V's the man. So I think you're wrong on this, Rob, as you are many things, but that's okay. Ladies and gentlemen, holy shit. Rick Kent with 20 memberships for Rob V. Did Rick Kent get it done? Hey, Rob V, you got a membership, baby. Now you owe me an apology for thinking that I was somehow preventing you from getting a free membership on a YouTube channel. Maybe you could show me some respect. That'd be nice. You don't have an ounce of respect in you. That's okay. I won't ban you or anything. I'm not going to stop you from getting a free membership. Rick Kent, you are the man, my friend. This is for you.
It's Rick Kent.
Do you kids want a Jake Asman gift membership? Yeah! Hold on, then. And away we go.
You could thank Rick Kent. He got you your membership, Rob V. All right? You could bend down and kiss Rick Kent's ass. Ladies and gentlemen, the following listeners are members. Rob V, M. Valetti, Green Gang, 365, G Star, Amid Hayoka, Kanaza Johnson, Tony G, Perry D, Jonathan Buckner, Jordan Griffin, Gary Klessler, Raymond T, Fred Lee, Hermal Patel, Jeremy, Joel McCardo, Bobby Cruz, Brandon Ace, Freak Turd 0, Ray Jet 62. Congrats to all. Still no apology from Rob V. Interesting. Very interesting how that works. Guy just got gifted a membership by Rick Kent. And we got nothing from Rob. Man. Ladies and gentlemen, the show will continue here because we're having so much fun and everyone's been dying to hear from this guy. Ladies and gentlemen, fresh off a victory in the college football playoff, we say hello for the first time in 2025 to...
Plants are trying to kill me, so I think I'll eat a stick of butter.
Hook 'em! I didn't know you were still alive. Hook 'em! Allan texted
live for your reaction following this game.
Allan texted me to call in that everyone wanted to. I guess you guys wanted to laugh at me when they were choking that game away. But Morgan was here, and I was watching the game with Morgan. And Morgan was she's Sooner. She's trying not to laugh and celebrate in my face when Texas was choking that game away. Like she's trying to be a good nanny and not laugh at me. But you can see like the smile growing bigger and bigger on each play as Texas choked that game away. But
truth be told, I have no issue with Texas. Like one of my good friends from Houston went there, but I thought it'd be entertaining YouTube if they had a meltdown and then you had to call in and talk about it.
I still can't believe when they were 4th and 13. I was like, oh, there's no way Quinn Ewers can convert this. And then
he was wide open. I couldn't believe he got through the entire defense.
they're gonna get romped by Ohio State next week. So
Stop. Enjoy the win. Enjoy the win. Don't worry about next week.
This is the opposite of the Mets. With the Mets, it was all house money. Like they should have never been here. This is the opposite. You should romp Arizona State. You should have beat them by 3. Look at their offensive line. Look at our defensive line. They shouldn't gain a yard. Like, this game should have never been. Texas is not good. Like, they're gonna get romped next week. But it's another week to be a fan, I suppose. Was the chat going in on me when Texas was blowing that game in the fourth quarter?
It was more just people wishing that you were like live streaming you watching this game.
It's pacing like an animal. According to my Apple app, I took 5,138 steps, all in my living room, from the time they cut it to 8 to the end of the game.
I've been there. My favorite Apple Watch story is that my watch went off for irregular heart rate 30 minutes before the kickoff of Week 1 on 9/11 last year.
Rogers game? Yeah. Another week to be a fan.
Hold on. Rob V has apologized. Rob V, I accept your apology. I'm glad you got a membership, man. It's all in good fun. There's no such thing as banning someone from getting a free gifted membership. There's no ban list. Anyway, Gary, continue.
Allan, before you banned him, texted me and said that everyone wanted me to call in.
I didn't even ban him. He's still here.
Oh, I thought you sent him to the hole. Is he?
No,
okay.
I tried to, but then my computer froze up, and Mike D's Nuts didn't say that to send him right away, so we'll save it.
All right. You know, he's a credit to the show. Like he's a, whether you love him or you hate him, he's a draw. He sells tickets either way. How was your New Year's, Jake?
What are your thoughts on these comments he made on this very show about Bobby Midnight?
I wouldn't have settled for 20. That fucking moron.
There's really no context given there. How do I even know he's talking about Bobby Midnight?
Really? That's your defense of Allan?
I don't know that he could be talking about somebody else. He could be talking about anybody. He has beef with a lot of people. How do I know that that's about? Did he really call Bobby Midnight that? Because Bobby Midnight's our friend. Well, I don't.
All right.
Is he really referring to Bobby Midnight there?
Yeah. Remember when I paid Bobby $20 for the rights to play one of the videos?
Oh, yeah.
So that's what he was talking about. That he would have got Bobby a better deal, and Bobby's an effing moron, and all this other stuff that I didn't have time to pull.
Let me ask you a question.
You're defensive out. I mean, even you're like the king of arguing and like just spouting nonsense. You don't even have any nonsense to spout.
I'm not gonna. If you're throwing shots at Bobby, I'm not gonna. I love Allan, but Allan likes to. I counterpunch. I just counterpunch. Allan likes to go on the attack, and I don't think there was any need for Allan to go after Bobby like that. It's Bobby. That's our friend.
Hold on 1 second. Jeffrey R says, "How much to ban Rob B?" We won't ban Rob B, but we'll send him to the hole for the rest of the show for 10 memberships. Easy. I think that's fair. B-Mac got sent to the hole for 10. Seems fair. What do you think?
B-Mac, it sounds like we had an eventful show today. Let's say.
Yeah. No, a lot happened. A lot of action.
Gary looks like he combs his hair with a pack of firecrackers. Gator, we know rule number 1 is you can't talk about hair unless you have a full head of it. That's rule number 1.
Jeffrey says he'll do 5 to send Rob B to the hole. Yeah, why not? We'll send Rob B to the hole for 5. You kidding me? I'm in. You look like you're wearing a Captain America costume.
No, it's a Texas flag shirt.
From here up.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. There's a debate whether Captain America's flag is a Texas flag or a Puerto Rican flag. You can't really tell. It could go either way. What do you think, Jake? Is Captain America wearing a Texas flag or a Puerto Rican flag?
Well, I'm going to have to go Puerto Rican flag because I'm a V-Man guy, Ladies and gentlemen, we paused the Gary call immediately. Jeffrey R. has paid up the bounty. Rob V., you had a good run, but your day is done.
Now look what you've done. No more protection from the Asmaniacs. Had to pull you out of the chat and cast you down with the Sodomites. Some time in here will feel like you've been run over by the lane train. You understand me? You catch my drift? Give him another 24 hours to think about it.
Can you bring up this comment from Matthias? Says he's born in New York. Says he's from Texas. If you ask me where I was born, I will say I was born in New York every time. I was born in Brooklyn in Coney Island Hospital in 1983. When have I ever said anything to the contrary?
Your whole life is a very confusing thing to keep track of, Gary. I can understand why Matthias might be confused.
It's like Tim Tebow saying he's from Florida. Well, he was born in the Philippines. Does that make Tim Tebow Filipino? It's like, hey, I was born in New York. Yes, absolutely. I lived there for 10 years before I moved.
Seems like the chat wants to free Rob V.
Yeah, that's my Chichiliano. I want to free him too.
Bail out Rob V. Well, I mean, you guys
that.
know the deal. I am a Capel fish, so I can bail him out. All right, but it's gonna just like we did the deal with Mike D's Nuts. It's gonna be double to bail him out. So it was 10 to get him in the hole. It's gonna be 10 memberships to get him out of the hole.
How is Snowball? How is being born in one place and then moving somewhere else in your childhood a conundrum? Like, I'm not the first person to move somewhere else in their childhood. Apparently, Garrett Wilson did it.
Lane Train, free Rob V. Mike Rubio, corrupt system. Board fat, free Rob V. Mike D's Nuts says, I'll pay $5 to keep him. Wow. We have the chat divided again. First, it was B-Mac. Beastbreaker divided the chat. And now, Rob V has divided the chat. The Asmaniacs are split. Knobcraft with 20. Ladies and gentlemen, Knob, I need you to declare, are you pro Rob V remaining in the hole or out of the hole? Holy crap.
And the cannolis, Tom Ace. And the cannolis.
A 20 spot from Knob Craft. I just need Knob to confirm he wants Rob free. And if that happens, Rob will be freed from the hole immediately. I need it on the record here. I need Knob to confirm it before I do anything here. This is big money we're talking about. A 20 spot of channel memberships to rescue someone from the hole. It has not happened often on this show. And holy crap, these memberships, the amount of raffle tickets I'm going to have to write tonight. Free Rob. Ladies and gentlemen, he has spoken. He has spoken. Gary, stand by. Holy crap, it has actually happened. Sound the alarm. Holy crap.
Get your ass off my super chats. Some of these are gifted memberships too.
Hey.
The hell with it.
Of all the dramatic things that I have ever seen doing this show, I mean, this is right up there with any of them. Ladies and gentlemen, I am excited to share with the chat, courtesy of Knob, that 10 seconds from right now, Rob V will be free. And Rob, if you want to call in and talk about your experience in the hole and your freedom being granted by Knob Craft, the floor is yours. What a start to 2025. And Knob, I have your address, but I'll reach out to you after the show because I want to send you some merch for all the memberships you gifted today, man. I appreciate it. All right, back to Gary. Gary, real quick, your thoughts on Rob V being bailed out?
It's good. That's my Chichiliano. That's my cuisine. Like, it's good. I'm glad that he's free. Let's throw him a big party. You know, when they get out of the clink, you welcome him home. I got an envelope for him with his name on it. Let's have a little celebration for my boy.
All right.
I don't know why you guys. Rob reminds me of my old man when my old man was like 40. Like, I like Rob. Rob's a good dude.
He got into it with a lot of people on the chat before, so he divided the folks.
I mean, that's Rob. He's divisive, but he's a good dude.
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't ask that you like him. You know, he's not in here trying to make fans.
Well, I'll tell you what. I have 20 names to read right now, so stand by, Gary. All right, this is an unbelievable turn of events. We've never seen something like this on a show before. Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Mike, Gary the Snail, Sam Mamasso, Daniel Beware, that's our guy Daniel in Mexico with the chicken who's got a membership, Rick, Sonny Miller, Maxwell Kane, Janot Court, Crusader 1815, Mario Correa, JFK, Terry Chavez, TT Wims, J Law, Thomas Gannett, Francesco Picorio, M123, but seriously, Andrew Taylor. I think that's 20. Holy crap. Rob, you are free. Someone tell Rob he's free. He can type. It should work totally fine. But if he wants to call in, we will put him right on. And now with that, we should, and I say should because YouTube is so ridiculous sometimes with how quickly they count the memberships, should have enough to make the Robert C emoji official, which is epic. Absolutely epic.
Oh, we have a Rob. We have an emoji for who? Rob V?
Robert C.
Oh.
Jeffrey R writes in, how much to send Knob to the hole? Wow. Wow. Yeah. Jeffrey, there's no price on Knob. He's a great guy, good listener. You guys just don't see eye to eye, unfortunately, on Rob V. But I don't want to send Knob to the hole. He's been so supportive of the show. So have you, Jeffrey. You guys being at odds. I don't like this. I want everyone to come together. Right? I want everyone on the same team here.
Coney Island Hospital explains a lot about your takes. What's wrong with being born in Coney Island Hospital?
We're not concerned about your birth location. All right?
Someone is. Jay
No.
Seltzer. Apparently,
you take it up with them. All right, we got serious shit happening here, Gary. Stand by. All right, Jeffrey R. and Knob, we got to get you guys to come together. All right, you're both gifted memberships on the opposite side here. Knob is a good man, a family man. Oh, Jeffrey R. goes, I'm just kidding. All right, we're good. I was gonna say. Everyone's just putting bounties on each other. And yes, I'm a capitalist, so I love it. But I don't want to send Knob to the hole. He's a good guy. If it was Allan, no question. I'll do it for free. But it's different. All right, I'm going to bring Gary back on. Gary, continue your fight with everyone as usual. And I'm going to add the Robert C emoji while you talk.
again, I'm just counterpunching. I don't start a fight, but I finish every one of them. I'm just everyone starts a fight with me. And that's okay. If you guys want to spar, just don't get mad when you get hit back, because that's what happens, right? Like, if you want to get in a ring with the bull, you're going to get the horns. That's a part of life. Gary, you look like Captain America's Puerto Rican. That's a good one, Mike. Thank you. It's a Texas flag, but thank you.
JM2. Brilliant move by Jake. Divide and conquer.
You're getting paid on both ends, Jake. I give you full credit, man. I give you full credit.
Dave says this show is built on division. No, Dave, this show is built on you versus BMAC. I mean, that is like that is a building block of this show. Also, Ohio State is destroying Oregon right now.
Yeah, I saw that. And then they're the best team in the country. Ohio
State lost to Oregon in the regular season
on a bad call. But what was more surprising is they got wrecked by Michigan.
Yeah, they no-showed.
Yeah. They no-showed an Ohio State-Michigan game. But they're like, on paper, they're the best team. They should win.
Jeffrey R. says, what about ending Gary's call? 5 memberships and we'll end Gary's call. You know, that seems fair. Gary
$25? Yeah,
yeah,
that's fine.
Someone banned me for the day on Nick Shine Show for 5 memberships. Part of the job.
You just got to do what you got to do. I take no offense to it at all.
We're capital fishes.
Yeah, money is green, right? And it's only like one show. The show is going to end soon anyway, right? So it's like, I'll be back on tomorrow.
Maybe.
I would do it. Yeah, I would do it for 5. I would ban myself for 5.
I asked this question on the radio earlier. I want your opinion. Times Square. You got to get there at noon. You got to stay till after the ball drops. You can't have an umbrella. You have to wear the diaper because you can't go anywhere to pee. How much do you need to be paid to do it?
$10,000. If it's raining, more.
Yeah.
$10,000. If it's raining, I'm going to up that a little bit. I hate the rain. But if it's sunny out, $10,000.
$10,000 to do it. Yeah, $10,000 was my number on the radio this morning. I agree.
It's a good number. $10,000.
Ladies and gentlemen, hold on. I got to have an appropriate sounder to play if we're going to read this comment. Stand by. One moment. All right, here we go. This one is from the great Purple Belt Mike. He is consuming the show the way it's meant to be consumed. And he writes in, I love getting sent to the hole. Just ask my wife.
Hey, congrats on the sex.
Congrats, Mike. Happy for you and your family.
Where are you? You're not in your regular, like your background looks, it's the same, but it's like, where are you? You're not in your office. You're in your apartment. Where are you?
I'm in Texas.
Look, no, you're not. You would tell me if you were in Texas. You would. You would say, Gary, I'm coming to Texas. You would. Like,
it's a big state.
It is, but you would still tell me if you were going to be here. You would. Well, all right, so you're in parts unknown. Is that fair? Okay.
No, I'm on Long Island. I went home. I came back for New Year's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Texas is a big state.
I'll be back to the city later because I'm on the radio at 6 a.m. tomorrow. I did the radio show from home today.
I was going to ask you. Okay, you did your radio show from home. All right.
I did. Yep.
And they're cool with that? They don't want you in the studio? They're cool?
I do.
Cool. Clearly, they're cool with.
Well, yeah, I do. I'm on every Sunday, and I do those Sunday shows from home. That's how I'm able to end the radio show at 8 and then be on YouTube and like 8:10 for these postgame shows.
Oh yeah, I just thought I don't really know where ESPN studio because it's not ESPN, it's ESPN New York, right? So
Correct.
Is that the same? Where's their studio? Like where do you usually do the show from?
So ESPN New York is on the Upper West Side. ESPN Radio, like the network, is in Bristol.
I just thought it was near where you lived. Oh yeah, but okay.
Not
I
that
know it was
close.
in Bristol. I know, but ESPN New York is on the Upper West Side. Okay.
Yeah.
Is that what you? Okay. And you live on the Upper East Side?
Yeah, it's in the same building that Nate lives in. They're neighbors.
Oh, for real?
I made that up. No.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was. Yeah, because where Nate lives is mostly residential. There's no big ESPN office there. Why are you making things up for, Jake?
I don't know. Felt like it.
Just for fun. All right.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. When Rocky and Adrian were poor and broke, and she was working at the pet store, she said, "Win, Rocky, win." When they were rich and they had Lambos in the driveway, she goes, "You can't win, Rocky." Is she a trash tier wife?
Trash seems a little strong, no?
You got one job as your wife, as a wife. The whole world's gonna rip you down. You build your man up. And she goes, "You can't win, Rock." The hell he can. He knocked him out in the 15th round. I would have said, "Get out of my house then. You like my Lambos? You like my get out. Leave. I can't win. You married a fighter. This is what I do." If my wife ever said, "You can't win," she's got one job. Build up your man. The whole world's gonna rip you down. Like, would you date a girl that says, "You can't do radio, Jake. You'll never, like, would you marry a chick like that?
Well, to be fair to Adrian, if you think about it, I mean, that was a pretty big upset. Like, not many people thought that Rocky was going to win that one.
And there should have been one voice telling him, "You can do it." Hers. You married a fighter. It's what it is.
She was trying to look out for her husband. I don't think she's the worst wife ever. You want to talk about a real villain in a movie? Now do Rose in Titanic. Now it's a murderer.
Yeah. But I think, Rocky,
she made love to a homeless guy one time and was ready to throw away everything for the guy, and also had this necklace around her that's worth millions. Could have paid for her grandkids to go to college for free, and she's throwing it in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah, that's not top tier either. It's just I have some personal animosity towards Adrian. I think Adrian is a terrible wife. I think Rocky could have done a lot. She was working at a pet store. Now you got Lambos in the driveway. You can't win, Rock. Clearly, I did some winning. We got here. I went from there to here. I did some winning, right? Like, and by the way, like Prime Apollo mopped the floor with Drago, right? And she was fine with him fighting Peak Apollo. That was fine, right? Because they didn't have no money then. And that Apollo would destroy Drago. Easy victory. Probably stops him late. Like, that's a one-sided beatdown from Peak Apollo Creed. Not 40-something-year-old Apollo. Peak Apollo Creed dismantles Drago. Easy fight.
It's a take I haven't heard, to be honest with you.
He was doing okay. He just ran out of gas in the second round. But a Peak Apollo Creed against Drago? Easy fight. Easy. 120, 108, wins every round. Maybe stops him late. Who knows? But it's not even competitive. It's not even close.
Some comments coming in from the chat. Gator says Gary never disappoints to have stupid takes.
You think Peak Drago beats peak Apollo Creed. Nah, yeah. There's no shot.
Mimosa says, "Shut up, Gary." Scott says, "Holy bleep, it's a movie."
She's still a trash wife, and Apollo still wins that fight off the back foot, easy.
The great Rick Kent says, "Gary, it's a movie, not real life."
Whatever.
Dave Brigger says, "Gary, you're not dealing in reality."
No, I'm not. But like, don't act like as a kid you didn't run that. Well, not Brigger. Brigger was 50 years old when Rocky came out. But the rest of us as a kid, we had those. We had those.
Be careful. That's what got BMAC in a war with Dave Brigger. You can't talk about Dave Brigger's age. He'll strangle you.
In your head as a kid.
Pieces of bleep like you for breakfast.
Drago was the known steroid user, Tom Ace, and Apollo still beats him. That's how much better Apollo is than Drago. It is funny to me, though, that America was represented as like the small guy without the technology. Like, it's the greatest country in the history of the world. It has the biggest military, the most advanced military in the history of the world. And Rocky's represented us as the little guy underdog. That's interesting. That's interesting.
I mean, Rocky basically ended the Cold War. We should be
thanking
him.
It wasn't Reagan. It was Rocky Balboa.
It's true.
It was Rocky Balboa. It was the Italian stallion.
If I could change, you could change. We could all change. Jake West wants to know, do you think Rick Vaughn could strike out Barry Bonds?
No. I was listening to an interview with Barry Bonds and Greg Maddux, and Greg Maddux couldn't figure out how to get Bonds out, so I don't think Rick Vaughn could. Bonds was different.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jeffrey has gifted 5 memberships. Gary's day is officially done. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank Jeffrey R. for ending that call and for allowing us to say hello to the whole for one Gary 3D Boxing.
Now look what you've done, Gary. No more protection from the Asmaniacs. Had to pull you out of the chat and cast you down with the sodomites. Some time in here will feel like you've been run over by the lane train. You understand me? You catch my drift? Give him another 24 hours to think about it.
Now, Gary's got like 8 YouTube accounts, so when I see one of his comments, we'll hold that one, But Gary understands. Jay Quest writes in, Gary's a 1 seed. Honestly, you could argue it. I don't know if he will be, but he's in the conversation. There's a lot of in the conversations. Jeffrey R. says, I got tired of hearing him. Well, Jeffrey, you paid for it, so you deserve it. All right, here's who got the memberships from Jeffrey, Jeffrey, do you know how many you gifted total show? Like, you might have the record. I don't know. This has been insane. Scott Steckman, Pat Rudy, Super Hempy, Kevin Flores. God, unreal. There's only 3 that we're showing here. There's 2 other memberships floating around. People just got. Oh, here we go. Jeremy Alamoder or Almodovar. And Super Hempy. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us right now on the Gusbuster Umbrella Hotline is a guy we issue a warning before we say hello.
Warning! Warning! Allan alert! Shit's about to get ugly, folks. Warning! Allan alert! Hide the children!
Jacoby, what's going on? First
New
of
Year,
all,
Allan.
Happy New Year. Meathead, grow a set. No one wants to see you cry, okay?
Who's Meathead? You got to name names here. I'm not following.
Come on, there's only one Meathead.
Have you seen this show today?
Okay, no, Rob V is not a meathead. The other Rob is a meathead.
I wasn't even thinking of Rob V, but continue.
Okay, Rob from Glenhead is a meathead. If you want to look at a meathead, if there was meathead in the dictionary, it would have his face on it, okay? Please, no more crying, okay? Everybody gets shit on, okay? So, please, no one wants to see you cry. It's beneath you. It's beneath anybody on this.
J-E-T-S! Jets! 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 Let's go! Yeah!
That is the poster child of a meathead right there. As far as BMAC is concerned,
first call of the year, just going in on the entire chat. Here we go.
I mean, he went after me. It's
That is true.
hilarious. It's hilarious. Again, when A-Rod came here, people tolerated you because you were a Packer fan and you liked him. Unfortunately, Aaron Rodgers turned into shit, and now he's going after everybody. So again, when Aaron Rodgers gets the walking papers on Monday, we begin the BMAC funeral that day.
They're not releasing him on Monday.
Okay, they're gonna tell him it's over by Monday. It'll be over. It's done. Okay, so
They
we
don't have a
need to hear-
GM yet. How would you know
Okay,
this?
who gives a shit? He's finished. Okay,
All right.
he will throw his touchdown on Sunday, and they will bench him, and you will never see him again in a Jet uniform. Okay, he will throw a first quarter meaningless touchdown to his bitch Devontae, and that will be it. Okay, and that's it.
You really hate Aaron. It's sad.
I don't hate Aaron. I liked him when he wanted to come here. Okay, but it's over. And that's why when Neil started with me the other day, I'm trying to understand what these Aaron Rodgers truthers are trying to get out of a 2025 Aaron Rodgers season if he comes back. They're not going to win with him. They're just not going to. He has proven that at 41 going on 42, I don't see him as a top 10 quarterback
hold on.
anymore.
Mike These Nuts actually paid to send you to the hole. Mike, I asked if you asked for Allan to be in the hole or not.
And I was in the hole, by the way.
Oh, did someone sent you there?
Yeah. You remember you had told Gary that I wasn't in there? Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, but I didn't do it. So maybe one of my mods did it.
What do you surprised? Come on, every time I talk.
Now look what you've done, Allan. No more protection from the Asmaniacs. Had to pull you out of the chat and cast you down with the sodomites. Some time in here will feel like you've been run over by the lane train. You understand me? You catch my drift? Give him another 24 hours to think about it.
Mike These Nuts, I apologize. I had the tech issues during the whole membership thing, so I didn't see that you sent him to the hole. But you definitely earned that one. Mike These Nuts enjoyed it, seemingly. He wrote, bye. It's amazing. Free Allan. You can't free Allan, all right? We got to have some integrity around here, all right? Allan can handle it. He's a big boy. He'll be all right. He understands his role. Kyle Clifton wrote, Ruth Bader Ginsburg Hospital now. I forget what this is in reference to. It's been some show, though. We're at 3 hours in. It's funny. I was like, I'll probably take like a 5 o'clock train today. Nope. Rick Kent says, Jake is all about integrity. Absolutely, Rick. I'm a man of integrity. Three Siblings goes, Allan is hilarious, though. Mike D is my guy. Oscar the Crouch. How much to bring Allan back? You guys are insane. Mike These Nuts paid $100 to send Allan to the hole. All right, so it's $200 because I got to give Mike back his $100. All right, Mike These Nuts doesn't get another 20 earlier in the show, so I can't. I got to make it so high that no one's gonna do it. All right, we got to have some integrity around here. My God, you people are insane. Anyway, last chance to get in, or we'll wrap up the first show. Hit the like button. I promise you, there actually was a considerable amount of Jet talk at the beginning of the show. I had a rant against Ulbrich after I weighed in on Mike Tannenbaum's J.J. McCarthy suggestion. So there was there was some Jet stuff. I promise you that. And also, if you missed it, for those tuning in late, I'm on ESPN Radio tomorrow, ESPN New York, from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. is my final morning drive shift of the holiday season. And I booked a who's who. All right. Jamie and Sherwood, Jet linebacker, 7:15. Connor Rogers from SNY and NBC at 8:30. And hello, you play to win the game. Herm Edwards joining me at 9:30. So it's going to be epic. All right. I also have Al Groh coming on, Eric Mangini, Bruce Coslett, a hologram of Weeb Eubank, Lou Holtz. We're going to basically hold the phone up to his mouth from the hospital, or wherever Lou Holtz is these days. We're going to get every former Jet head coach on the program after I spoke with Rex on Monday. Hold on. Allan wrote LOL. He somehow got out of the hole. Well, right back to it you go. I'm telling you, YouTube has been weird. Tom Ace is getting memberships, Rob V's getting memberships, and Allan escaped the hole somehow. But don't worry, there's a glitch in the system. It's been handled. Paul wrote in, Allan been watching Prison Break. Can you get the evil? That'd be funny. If I could get Belichick he's been the head coach of the Jets twice. Bill Belichick has coached the Jets technically twice, and he's never been the coach for an actual game. It's amazing. Only the Jets. Nick says, go eat dinner, dude. I haven't had dinner yet today, to be honest with you. Been working all day. This is my third show I've done. I did 4 hours of radio, a Jake Asman football show, had to do social stuff after that, booked the show for tomorrow for radio, and now this. So, I told you guys, this is like when people don't work a lot in the world. This is my busiest time of year because I have so much extra radio. And I'm not complaining. I love it. It's just that's the reality. Rick Kent says, Allan Houdini. No, I mean, there's a glitch in the Matrix, I guess. Metro Funny might be onto something. Tom Hayes writes in, Allan crawled through 500 yards of shit to write that in the chat. That's the equivalent of 5 football fields. Oh, man. Unbelievable. What a show. What a show. I still can't believe Allan somehow escaped the hole. How did that happen? Paul writes, I've been a long-time viewer, but my first time participating in the chat. It's been fun. Cheers, lads. Paul, welcome aboard, man. It's good to see a lot of people that maybe are off from work, I'm guessing, today, that maybe are hanging out, watching the show, can engage with us. Rick Kent writes in, the Avital Redemption. Coming this fall. Let's see. What's the score in the game? Is it still 14-zip? They're in a commercial break right now. Italian says, nice hearing you on ESPN Radio. Thank you for listening, man. One more tomorrow, and then Sunday I'm back 4 to 8. I want to be on during the Jet game. Actually, it's not 4. I'm on after the Ranger game, and they don't play till 3. I'm probably going to have an hour radio show by the time the Ranger postgame show is done Sunday. So I'm thinking I might be on 7 to 8 or 6:45 to. I'll be on during the ending of a Jet game, which could either be hilarious radio or get me fired. We'll find out. How much do I really care? Week 18. We'll see. That's 20. Is it 24-0 now? It was just 14. I haven't been watching. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, they're calling it the Allan Redemption. Allan, how did you escape the hole? I demand to know immediately.
Let me give you a little synopsis of my greatness, okay? Before you put me back in the hole. The reason people love me is because I proved to people when I stood alone.
Now look what you've done, Allan. No more protection from the Asmaniacs. Had to pull you out of the chat and cast you down with the sodomites. Some time in here will feel like you've been run over by the lane train. You understand me? You catch my drift? Give him another 24 hours to think about it.
I was going to maybe let him give that speech, but then I saw Jeffrey R. immediately was like, how about 5 to get him off the screen ASAP? And I'm like, deal. Asoff 18. Asoff, I think you said you were catching a live show for the first time in a while, so congrats, man. You got a membership. How about that? See, I told you guys, the people that interact with the show that are in here live, if they haven't gotten a membership, you usually get one. Jabrams41, SXHBK. David Aaron, our good friend out in Israel, got a membership. Shout out to you, David. A lot of people in the chat wanted to hear Allan's monologue. Jeffrey, well, I got to be fair here. If someone ponies up 5 more memberships for the chat, so basically everyone who's tuned into a show today is guaranteed a membership, it feels like at this point, except Hawk, who purposely doesn't have memberships on. By the way, I'm doing a whole separate show on something I learned yesterday that is blowing my mind that I felt was a giant joke and then is actually real. All right? Maybe I'll save that for the Bobby Midnight show when I come on as a guest, but I learned something about Hawk yesterday that I actually did not know was a thing. I couldn't believe it. Anyway. Let's just say that Hawk needs a boomerang. I'll leave it at that. But anyway. 5 memberships and Allan gets to give his monologue. But we got to go quick here because we're 3 hours in, and quite frankly, this is hour number 7 of broadcasting, and I'm tired of talking. Marcelo says the system is rigged. This show's been insane. Scott writes in, I love Allan like I love my a-hole. It serves a function, but I really don't want to have anyone hear it. Well, it is fitting that we're talking about an a-hole and we're talking about Allan, too. You know, it kind of makes sense. Ladies and gentlemen, Bo C. What did Bobby call Bo on his show? Someone in the chat had to have been watching that. Bo was on the Bobby show the other day, and Bobby butchered his name. Worse than any name I butchered. I butcher names all the time. But Bo, you're the man. First, let's play this. Let's shout out Marcelo, my guy from Queens, Anthony Miguel, Matthew McNeil, Vin Huncho, all receiving channel memberships. And now joining us right now for the rest of this monologue, unless someone gets 5 in the middle of it, is Allan. Hello, Allan.
I compare myself to the next great president of ours in 19 days. In 2020, he was left for dead.
Don't be you really got to be
I'm
political.
I'm not being political. In 2020, he was left for dead.
How is this not political?
Can I finish? Shut up.
I hope not.
Okay. He was left for dead. He was told.
Thank fucking God. Farewell.
Now look what you've done, Allan. No more protection from the Asmaniacs. Had to pull you out of the chat and cast you down with the sodomites. Some time in here will feel like you've been run over by the lane train. You understand me? You catch my drift? Give him another 24 hours to think about it.
Suck it, Allan. This is one of the more unbelievable. The first show of 2025 might already be the best we do all year. We've had dueling bounties for multiple listeners, whether or not to be sent to the hole. And now this is just to let Allan give like some sort of monologue. He's in the hole anyway. Jeffrey, I want to hate something one day as much as Jeffrey hates Allan. It's impressive. Dan Mataloni, Matt Jones, BX Farrell, Mike Kazkak, Black Gypsy. Love Black Gypsy. We got to get him to call more, man. The guy went through the asshole gauntlet. Is that 5? Might have been 5. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. All right, last chance. 5 will get Allan to continue his speech. I don't know why he needs to make it political, but that's Allan. Marcelo says, I still want to hear about his greatness. He just got gifted a membership, too. Dave says, Jeffrey, you're feeding the beast. Allan loves to be hated. Rick Kent says, no more Allan. Wow, when you've lost Rick Kent, you've lost the chat. Rick Kent is usually on the side of reason and rationale. Mike Rubino says, I love peanut monologues. Merklo says, how much to free BMAC? BMAC was, I'm pretty sure, freed. He's just banned for this show. I mean, Knob put a 50 spot on the table. We had to at least hold him for one show. It was for the whole week, and then someone matched it immediately. I'm like, come on. King Lowski says, Allan's still bullshitting in 2025, huh? Yeah, I'm sure Allan's already mapping out his plan how the Jets can go 1-16 next year. Rick Kent, BMAC is free. He's free tomorrow. He's not free this show. I can't. To be honest, though, he might be free. I can't keep up. I don't. There's been so many people free and unfreed, and this guy was in the hole. Metro Funny just says keep Allan in the hole. I mean, I think we're done. That's it. No one's going to give $40 to get him out. Metro Funny, thank you, man. I appreciate it. The amount of raffle tickets I have to add. Honestly, I'm probably just going to use a random name generator and put because this is going to take me 7 hours to go through the amount of members we have. We will do a raffle. If not tomorrow, then we'll do it Friday. Because tomorrow I got radio and stuff, but Friday I'm off. So Friday will probably be our next raffle for some of the stuff. I'm doing a random name generator, though. Hopefully you guys understand. It's going to take me 7 hours to put 200 names. And you guys are the best. Thank you so much. Cherry Run. I would have preferred to watch Zach Wilson fail over a washed-up Rodgers play Duck and Chuck. Please. I understand that it has been a brutal year, but I can't sit here and do revisionist history that somehow the Jets would be better off with Zach Wilson. Please. Please, I'm begging you. Stop.
Why can't I be quarterback, huh? Hit me, I'm open. Hi. That's why. Now sit down and shut up.
It's 2025, man. Can we stop truthing for Zach Wilson? Bobby Midnight writes in, Jack Gyps sucks badly. This game's out 31-0. Calvin says, if Jake Asman was GM of the New York Jets, what 4 moves would you do immediately? I hire Mike Vrabel. I extend Garrett Wilson. I put Fireman Ed back on the Jumbotron for every home game and don't mess with the Jet chant. And I said Vrabel, Garrett Wilson, Ed on the Jumbotron. I don't know. I'm going to defer to Vrabel on what move 4 would be. I don't want to be the Jets GM. I told you guys the job I want with the Jets. Director of Common Sense. That's the job. All right? Before we post something on social media of Hassan Reddick showing up, I'll say that's probably not a good idea. The fan base doesn't want to see that right now. You know? Before we're about to do a press conference, I would go up to Jeff Ulbrich and be like, hey, man, they're probably going to ask you if you saw anything different on tape after rewatching it, about the effort. Maybe we don't say that you didn't see anything wrong with the effort and that you really thought it showed that the Jets competing in this game is a testament to their culture. Yeah, look at this quote again. I screamed earlier about it, but give me the director of common sense, please. Ridiculous. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we have another stupid town in us before it's all over. Hold on. Let me find the comment here. Here it is. This one is from Shariran. I don't know how to say your name, man. Chariran. Stop truthing for Rodgers and his scam. Yes, Aaron Rodgers has a scam. You know what happened to Aaron Rodgers? He got old. That was a scam. He got hurt in the 4th play. It was no one's fault. That was a scam. To act like he's not light years better than Zach Wilson tells me you don't know ball. And because you don't know ball, we have a place for you. It's called Stupid Town. Enjoy.
You need many years of therapy, and I bullshit you not.
Come on, man. Jack says, I didn't get gifted a membership. Did you just get here, Jack? Jay says, Vrabel going to Las Vegas or New England? Maybe. I think the Jets still have a very good chance to get him, though. I do. I don't buy the Vegas stuff. And New England, we don't know if New England's definitely opening. Look, here's the thing, right? Aaron Rodgers has 24 touchdown passes this year. You know Zach Wilson had 23 career touchdowns? $23. Jeffrey says, where's your question about the C-Mark card? Jake, I need that C-Mark card. You got the Quebec card I'm sending to you, Jeffrey. I'm going to send it out tomorrow. The C-Mart card was sent to Mimosa. She won that one. But you got to send me your T-shirt size too, Jeffrey. I want to send you some merch. Marcelo says, I'm still in awe that I got a membership right after complaining. A lot of people who haven't gotten one in a while got one. Rob B got one today. Tom Ace got one today. I think YouTube did something with the algorithm. King Lowski says, that child will never throw another touchdown pass in his life. Look, here's the bottom line. All right? When it comes to Zach Wilson, nobody dislikes him more than King Lowski.
Excuse me, miss. I need to return this damn child. He's no good. Sometimes a child just is no good. Take his one back.
Tough to argue with that, huh? Tough to argue with that one. Gator writes in, how much to prevent Rob V from getting another membership? Oh, Gator, you and I will talk off air about putting Rob V back on the banned from getting a membership list. Man. God, what a show. Scott writes in, Lane for PR director. Scott, we got to get you to call in, man. I want you eligible for the tournament in March. You got to call at least once this month or February to be eligible for Asmaniac Madness. Uno says, best Jets show, period. Thank you, Uno. I appreciate that. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I mean, there's still 400 of you watching right now, which is insane. Billy says, Rob V might cry, Jake. Yeah, I mean, I promise Rob V, there's no such thing as a banned membership list. If that was the case, how would Allan keep getting them? I wish there was a banned membership list. You think I want people to pay hard-earned money for that guy to get a membership? Or like there's like Bills fans that watch this show that got memberships. I don't want that. We don't want them. We don't want the Dolphin fans or the Patriot fans. Let's see. Mike D's Nuts says, I'm with Gator. Ricky writes in, Rob V, don't cry. Rob V's got a membership. If he's crying, it's tears of joy. Rob V's all good, I believe. Billy says, Rob V's a fake tough guy. That's strong. Jay writes in, keep your friends close, keep your enemies close. Scott says, no crying in Jet Talk. It's true. It is true. Reminder, by the way, this show is available in podcast form. So if you want the show on Apple or Spotify, check it out. Search the Jake Asman Show and you'll find it. All right. We are done here, I believe. Thank you to everyone. What a show. Wild ride. We'll never forget the first show of 2025. Where were you when there was not a bounty to ban people, but a bounty to let Allan give a monologue from the hole? We're not done. We are not done. Holy bleep. Jeffrey R. Are you shitting me? Jeffrey R. with a 5-spot of channel memberships, and I curse, so I'm playing this for myself.
On behalf of the Jake Asman Show, we apologize for the foul language.
Unreal. More raffle tickets for Jeffrey.
It's the Asmaniac membership raffle. For every membership gifted, you receive 1 ticket entered in the raffle to win epic prizes.
I got to count it up after the show, but Jeffrey's got to have the record. This is insane. Robert Throckmorton, Steven Spragus, Shurzy29, Anthony Cook, Hunter Beckwith, All receiving channel memberships. Jeffrey, you are the man. The man, I tell you. Also, real quick, if anyone has Jets Dolphins tickets that you're not using, I want to remind people that if you aren't using them and want to donate them to Jet fans who will use them, we will make sure we send it out to the people who can actually use them. We've done that a lot. So a couple of you have already donated. Thank you. I got people reaching out, so I'm going to make sure we get them to people that can take family or kid who's never been, military, etc. Love it. Jeffrey wants to know, did I hit 100 today? I'm going to have to count. I'm going to try and do a rough count. I'm bad at math. This could end poorly. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. You're at 70. That's insane. Jeffrey, you're the man. Paul says, not throwing shade, but you know you're leading the Jet. No, I can't take credit for the raffle idea. I saw Boy Green mention it, and I was like, oh, that's actually a good idea to do it. I've been doing them weekly. I think Boy Green does it once a month. I wanted to do something like every week for the month of December, but it's been so much fun. We'll keep it going. It's awesome. So I can't take credit for that. The only thing I think I could take credit, like as far as like Jet YouTube is, there wasn't a ton of live streaming when I first started. There were it was all like pre-tape stuff. Now I think a lot of the Jet YouTubers stream because it's more fun to be interactive with the audience in real time than just like a pre-recorded stuff. I do some pre-recorded stuff when I maybe can't go live and want to get something up, but that's I think the most informational stuff from it. Holy shit! Ignore everything I'm saying. Who cares? Jeffrey just gave us 25 more memberships. I wish I had my umbrella. Holy crap, Jeffrey R. Making it rain.
It's the Asmaniac membership raffle. For every membership gifted, you receive one ticket entered in the raffle to win epic prizes.
Unreal. Of all the dramatic things I have ever seen. I'm not even holding up my umbrella. I'll get drenched in the memberships here. Unreal. Did you hit 100 with that? I guess you did, right? Unreal. Unreal. Oh, no. Hold on. Everything just froze. We have too many memberships. This is an amazing problem to have. Tony Stark, Ray, Dant, JK Primetime, Vatic Gaming, Jay Blizz, Shavam Tinofili, Burn Luke Madur, Mark Steffen, KMJR6, Nick W, Davo Preheat, Dovis Mateo, Dedek JM, Dimitri Apollosolakos, OGP Team Us, Pink, J.O., Rico the Pup, this is insane, David Nevis, Gotham Jet Joe, Tom Fitz, Chris K, Gary Bauer, Neil Levy, all receiving channel memberships. Holy bleep. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Jeffrey just did it right there. He hit 30. It was 5, 25, and then another. I didn't realize it, but I read his 5 in that batch right there. He just hit 30. Unreal. Holy bleep, we're not done. Knob from way downtown. Are you shitting me? Oh, my God. I can't believe it. I can't even believe it.
I can't even believe it.
Thank you,
I can't
John.
even believe it.
Oh, you better believe it. Knob Craft, John Doe, FPP, Mike V, BC, Adam Palazzolo, Justin D, Patrick Aruccio Sr., J-Man, D Stern 80, David K, all receiving channel memberships. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Unbelievable. Unreal. And ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to give some memberships here because it's only right. I mean, look at this chat. Everyone deserves a membership. So our record in a show was the famous Keith Best show that got Keith the emoji, and we took a lot of that money and we put it towards Keith's medical debt. That was a show in July. We hit 420 on the dot in honor of the great Keith Best, R.I.P. So we're at 242. It just shows you how amazing everyone came together for that show for Keith. We raised a ton of money for him. We're at 242 right now. Just unreal. Jeffrey, thank you. Knob, can't thank you enough, man. You guys are awesome. I'm glad we're on the same page now at the end. You guys are going head-to-head for a while. Let me see. Bill M. Jeffrey at 9. I think Jeffrey's at 100 now, right? I think he is, yeah. What was I just looking up? I don't even remember. Oh, I was gifting memberships myself. Duh, hold on. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gifting memberships. We're doing it right now. 5-spot, channel membership, and we're not stopping at 5. You kidding me? 5 more. Boom, I'm in. Here we go. Making it rain, baby. 10 from your boy right here. It is my turn to pay it forward for the people. 10 memberships from yours truly. And since I get to choose whatever video I want to play when I get the membership, let me find something good for the people here. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you right now something that I believe everyone can relate to, everyone could be passionate about, and everyone can dance to. Hit it, Rex.
Oh, yeah. You know what time it is. You tried to throw him away, but this man's coming back. Sometimes he's fat or thin. That waistband makes him slim. He's got the fix you need. They call him sexy. Rexy.
Fuck Gruden, he's no Jet. I'm here to crack some skulls. I'll turn these boys to men. This team is stacked with pros. Hire me, we'll break your purse. I'm here to break the curse. They call me sexy Rexy. Fuck all you naysayers.
Ooh, sexy. Ooh, he's sexy Rexy. Sexy. Ooh, he's sexy Rexy. Sexy. He's sexy Rexy. Sexy. He's sexy Rexy.
Hell yeah. It's been quite the week for me and Rex. Thanks to Rex, my question to him made the back page of the hometown paper and everywhere else. Shout out to you, Rex. All right, here we go. Let's get to the 10 I just gifted here. L Train Anderson, Gonzo Badger, JBT, Paul Flans, Greg Gagan, Dominic LeCarry, and Quance Anthony, Devin Robinson, Anthony Farrow. Also in on it. Awesome. Let's go. All right. That was awesome. Rex is watching the show. He says, could dance to that song all night. Love that. Let's see. There's a comment here I needed to address immediately. I will not stand for it, but I can't find it now. Hold on. Stand by. Stand by, kids. It will be worth it, I promise. Hold on. Rex saying I could dance to that song all night. Love that. Mike writes in, everything Gator does is cringe. Now, Mike, come on. It's 2025. It's a new year. Why do we got to do that? Why do we got to be mean? Come on. Your day is done. Sad. Sad. All right. By the way, Gator is a brilliant human being. Without Gator, we wouldn't have the Shadow Realm, the whole stupid town. We need Gator. Gator's the GOAT, all right? All right, I think we're actually done. Didn't I say we wanted to be done at like 2 hours and 50 minutes? 40 minutes later, we here. Awesome show. Thank you, guys. This was so much fun. If you missed the beginning, there was a lot of Jet talk, I swear. I'm on the radio tomorrow, 6 a.m. Once again, Jets linebacker Jamie Sherwood joins me. Connor Rogers, who does pre and post on SNY and is NBC's #1 draft guy. So I will definitely ask him about the Jets and the draft, the quarterback situation, all that. And hello, you play to win the game. Coach Herm Edwards will join me at 9:30. How's that? Thank you all. You guys are incredible. 3-hour show, 3.5-hour show. I went full Bobby midnight on you guys. If only I stayed on for another 8 hours, I would match what Bobby did last night, apparently. Unreal. Unreal. All right. Again, hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. God bless you all. Happy New Year. I'm going to end the show by playing a classic. I'm going to end the show by giving you something that should inspire the nation. Ladies and gentlemen, we go inside the brain of Charles Eugene M. Gorman.
Just put myself in these goddamn situations.
Yeah. We have right now what I need to have happen, Charles. I need you to put on the Gorman tank. It's Friday. The vibes are high. Put on the Charles Gorman inspired Jake Asman show tank top for the people.
I will maybe next week.
What? Put it on. Put it on. Oh my God, he's doing it.
Football is back, bitches.
Give us one more spin around, all right?
Give us the full modeling.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for the ass. Yeah, we appreciate it.
Charles, would you like to respond to Gator? He says you look like you combed your hair with a pack of firecrackers. How come you didn't congratulate him?
I did on the baby. Yeah, he had a.
You didn't say this, though.
Hey, congrats on the sex.
Congrats on the sex. Oh, my God.
Yeah, how do you think babies are made?
No, it's funny. True story. When I was a kid, I actually thought I came from a stork. I shit you not, man. Like, you know, when you have all these dreams and shit, it's like, you know, here you go, here's your baby. That's what I thought happened to me when I was a kid.
So to be clear, you were not acquired via stork, right?
Yes, I was biologically made by my mother and father.
Dennis Gorman?
And my mother, Roseanne.
Shout out to them. They did a great job with you, Charles.
Was it sweet and passionate, or are you unaware of those details?
Why do I need to know those details?
I don't know. Maybe it would have. I mean, you wanted to know whether it was stork or baby making, so I don't know. Just figured you'd want intricate levels of detail.
My parents made love twice. They gave birth to my brother, and they gave birth to me.
Okay. Thank you very much for clearing that up.